I suppose we should get going.
Yeah!
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, everybody! Yeah. Wednesday. What's happening Wednesday? What's going on, everybody? Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. TMI is here, doing this thing till 10. Hanging out with you on this beautiful Christmas. Gosh, man, we're getting close, aren't we?
Yeah, bro.
Getting close. Yeah, gosh, man, I think I'm going up to Montana for Christmas, which
That's
is
cool, man.
Not really looking forward to that drive up there, but yeah, I'm kind of excited to go home, even though it's going to be about 5 degrees and it's like living in the freaking Arctic. Can I say that?
Wait, why?
I don't know. Never mind. Scared me for a second. This thing on? This mic on? Hello? It's on?
Dude, had you...
Hello?
I would have, lost it and screamed.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Got scared there for a second.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? We doing all right?
I can't even drink my coffee. Dude, so good, bro.
Oh,
I'm sick.
You sound so great.
I am so sick,
I'm so glad that you're here, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting to get sick.
It's like day 17 of this, so I think I'm good, man.
Maybe it's all in your head.
Yeah. It's this season, dude. Allergies kill me.
Well, you just kind of, you put too much on your plate,
I do.
You wear yourself down. Do you take naps during the day?
I wish.
Yeah.
I used to.
Yeah, I've been kind of on a nap kick lately, and I wasn't, but you know what it is? I'm not really working out. I hate the winter. I hate it.
Yeah.
So hard to work out.
Dude.
I thought it would be easier in the winter, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just grumpy.
But I do have a cool, sick voice. Kind of.
See, that's what's funny. People that get sick and their voice changes, they always think they have this cool voice, but in reality,
You
everybody
just
else
sound
is like,
sick.
no, you don't
You're
really
like,
have a cool
you just
voice.
sound infected.
Buck used to always do that to me. He's like, I have a radio voice. And I was like, no, you don't.
No.
You don't sound any different. You
I
just
just sound sick.
Exactly. You sound sick.
But it's really cool.
Not really.
No.
Nope. Nothing like a voice guy.
But you love when I do this.
Not really.
Fine.
Actually, you know what? It makes me look better, so keep talking like that.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
All right. Yeah.
Gosh, I wish I had pipes like Peter Benson.
Right?
That's
oh,
what I
man.
want. I want Peter Benson pipes.
The PBP.
I want Patrick Fabian pipes. He's got a great set of vocals.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else has a great set of pipes? Oh, Matt Gentry.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Gentry. I don't know what it is about that guy's voice, but it like comforts me for some reason. You ever had that?
Maybe
with
it's
someone's
because
voice?
when we were little kids, that's who was on the radio.
Yeah.
Because he's so old.
He's so old.
Yeah, I just sound sick.
Yeah, you do. It's
It's too bad.
Yeah, it's too bad. Sorry, dude.
I'll get there. I'll get over it. I've been taking medicine for 43 days straight. I feel like this is the longest I've ever been sick, though. For real. Like, I just can't kick it. I'm drinking plenty of water, but the one thing I'm not doing is sleeping. We started this, web series, guys, called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and we get in a sauna, and, this last weekend when I was the sickest and should have been resting, we filmed 3 episodes.
Yep.
3 different episodes.
Well, you didn't take care of yourself either. You didn't eat anything.
I didn't. So it was 140-degree temperatures, sweating like mad. I couldn't keep the water in. Couldn't keep it in.
Yeah.
I was drinking coconut water.
He doesn't do very well with the sauna.
I don't, guys.
And the thing is, I want it to get hotter. It's not hot enough. That's the problem. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, we got a big show today. It's Wednesday, my dudes. If you guys want to chime in, 505-338-3700. You can also hang out with us on YouTube and Twitch.tv, which, I don't know, man. Somebody mentioned we should probably shut down the Twitch. It's getting to that point, you know? It's like one person chimes in, and his name's Bento.
Yeah, that's our boy Kevin.
I feel bad for him because he hangs out in there and just kind of like comments and hangs out by himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I know.
Everybody's over on YouTube.
Yeah.
What's up, Pat? Paul? Dude, thanks for the lunch yesterday, man. I went out to lunch with Paul yesterday. Oh, gosh. We had Mediterranean food. And it was awesome.
Yeah, we had that date. What? Paul?
Wait, that was your date?
Yeah.
He took you there, too? Oh, I thought it was like our special spot. Paul?
No, man.
Wow, that's kind of messed up. You take me there when that's Steve-O's spot.
Yeah, I've already been on that date. You're sloppy seconds, man.
Wait. I'm going to dump that. We've dumped 2 things already this morning. Yeah, I walked in there, man, and I was like, this is a fancy place. This is
really
cool,
good food,
man.
too. I didn't know what to expect. And he was like, I get this and this. And I'm like, well, I'm getting this
That's
and
what
this.
I said.
Yeah, I never had it.
Yeah,
And it was like, the Mediterranean's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at first I was a little worried because when I went to Amman, Jordan, I didn't really like the food. I'm not a big Middle Eastern type of food guy.
Yeah.
The kebab thing and hummus. I mean, it's okay, but it's not my favorite thing. So that's what I was kind of expecting. But it was different. It was more like Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like you got the Greek salad and you got this rice that's super yummy.
Mm-hmm.
You got the gyros, which
I
were
do get
really
weirded
good.
out by the way they shave the meat.
They shave the meat. What do
Yeah,
you
the
mean?
meat is like this weird shaved thin, like it's like meat, but it feels different.
I don't know what that. I didn't.
You didn't have any meat?
Well, yeah, I had lamb
Yeah.
in my gyro.
Yeah, and it's like thin and weird. I mean, it's cool. It's just cut different. I'm
You
used
mean
to
like lunch
a cut
meat
of
slices?
steak. Yeah.
That's weird to you? It's a gyro, bro. It's like a sandwich.
Yeah, but it's like they're doing that with like real meat, like steak meat.
Like fajitas. That's
yeah, but
basically what it is.
No, dude, fajitas like if you want to, you get a good fajita. It's like thick little steak.
Yeah, I get what
things.
you're saying. It is kind of thin.
It's really thin. It's like meat paper.
Meat paper.
I don't like it, but I love it.
I didn't even notice that. It did. I don't know.
I noticed it immediately. Can't believe you didn't notice you were eating meat paper.
That's good. That's good.
It's true, man.
Yeah. So thanks, Paul. It was a good time hanging out.
That's cool, man.
Paul was talking about how he wanted to build his 9. You know, we were talking yesterday how you
Oh yeah.
you had the 9.
It'll end, bro. Don't do
Paul's
it.
in development
It's
right
just a
now,
season. Really?
making his 9. So
I feel
I'm
like
excited.
we already have a secondary 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a secondary 9.
Yeah, we already got a new 9.
Okay. We're just building those friendships, is what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem with having like an elitist crew, right? Because then you don't let everybody in. And then how do you make other friends? Because then when the 9 dissolves, what do you do?
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, you should always have backups.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't want to have too many friends because then
Mm-hmm.
then you turn out to be a terrible friend because you have I'm terrible at juggling relationships.
He's really bad, guys.
Right.
This is the only time we see each other.
Seriously.
Period.
I'm terrible at it. I'm very
I
selfish.
try. I invite you out all the time.
I usually do go out.
Not with me.
Well, it's because I'm busy with my other friends.
That's true. And to be fair, we spent a lot of time together this last week to our point when we were finished filming Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, like the 3rd episode, it was like, I have to go.
Oh.
He couldn't be around me.
Oh, really?
you
I did
said that.
I said that?
Yeah, because remember, I was like super amped on
Oh,
Friday.
my gosh. He was so out of control. I thought you were on drugs.
He really did.
I was worried about
To a
him.
point where he was just like, I can't. And then he was like, gone.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you hit me up to go hang out with you later that night.
I know.
It's like, oh my gosh, man.
Hey man,
give
are
me
you
a break.
driving? What are you doing? What area of town are you in? I'll meet you. You want to go get a drink? And by that I mean water.
I'm gonna dump that. That's the third dump this morning. Gosh.
I just like spending time with you. Okay, I love you.
Yeah, but why do you get all crazy like that? Why were you all crazy on Friday?
I think I was just excited. You see, I'm a 4, and I think I was really trying to
were
explain
you
this to
hopped
Chrissy.
up on caffeine?
Because Chrissy was like, whoa, bro, because from like 4 a.m., we hit it hard until like midnight.
Yeah, you'd think you'd hit a wall, though. You didn't hit a wall.
No
You were
walls,
crazy
guys.
the entire time.
I just got like 2nd and 3rd and 4th wins.
You know what it was? It's because you didn't eat anything.
Maybe.
You said you didn't eat, and I think that
I just kept drinking water, coconut
well, your
water.
body is like it's like crazy metabolism's going nuts, and then I think you probably drank a bunch of coffee that morning,
Probably.
and
I just went and went and went. Yeah, it was a good time.
yeah, it kind of worried me
It
a
was a
little
long day. I thought my heart was going to give out for sure.
bit.
But I have an Apple Watch, so I'm good. I have a story
Will
about
it tell
that
you?
actually
Will
coming
it
up.
tell you if your heart's gonna explode?
Dude, I really have a story about that coming up.
Okay.
Like, the Apple Watch. I'll never take mine off now. I'm at that age where you have the weird, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Too many people our age are all of a sudden it's like, yeah, bro, I had a mini stroke. And you're like, you're 36. What has happened? Our generation was the crazy like 90s party generation,
Right.
unfortunately. So we're about to like see some of the ramifications of like being cool in high school. So
All
Yep.
right, all right, guys. We have to take a quick break. Okay. Just don't go anywhere. Hang out with us on YouTube and Twitch. Star 88 FM. Hang out with us. Watch the show. Be a part of it. Lots to do, lots to talk about. We'll tell you all about it when we come back live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wansabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
The Bible is essentially a journal of human failure. Skip Heitzig says it's best summed up in Romans 3:23.
All have sinned, not some, not a few, all have sinned. That is our problem. Our problem is failure, or as the Bible calls it, sin.
But God gives us hope and freedom from sin.
Our failure meets God's forgiveness, and that's where the solution is. Our penchant for sin meets his pardon for sin.
Access Skip's full teaching library at connectwithskip.com.
We've blown it over and over and over again in all of our history, but you are God. You are God. And as God, he is so much bigger than your failure.
Now, Skip lights it up with this.
This prayer shows us that you can have a bright future in spite of a dark failure. God meets our failures with his forgiveness and his faithfulness.
This week on Connect with Skip Heitzig, Skip has some great news for you if you need a second chance in life.
You say, my life is a mess. I say, God has a message that will speak to your mess. God wants to speak to you. He has a message for you. And here it is in a nutshell. He cares for you. He loves you.
Connect with Skip Heitzig every day this week as he begins a series called But God.
Make an appointment for Skip Heitzig weekdays at 8 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strain.
Is there like 4 people there?
Yeah. That
David
was really
Crowder.
great.
Yeah.
They're too busy getting down, man.
Yeah. Woo. All right. That's
Yeah, you know what?
huge crowd.
I feel like if I was at a hoedown and I was like doing live music, I would want more than 4 people clapping.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, nah, man, we're gonna produce more clappers.
That was good. It's David Crowder. Some Christmas joy for you guys, and you like it, all right? You will like it, okay? Because it's Christmas.
I just discovered something.
What?
You know why they called it a hoedown?
No. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hoedown.
Seriously, because it makes all the sense in the world.
Hoedown.
Think about the setting. Where do hoedowns take place?
It's like ho ho ho.
Nope.
Okay, yeehaw, like a yo,
Uh-huh.
yeah ho. It's like you're yelling at the cattle.
No, bro.
Like having a hoedown.
But think about it. If you work on a farm,
Yeah.
what do you have in your hand all the time?
Oh my gosh, a backhoe.
And there, God, I hate you. It was like a dance that they would throw down in the barn at night.
With
and so
hoes?
everybody would put their hoe down,
Ah,
stop working,
Okay, all right.
and party.
All right.
Farmer party.
Put that hoe down. Here we go.
They'd put the hoe down and they'd go party.
All
I'm like,
right.
oh, right. It makes all the sense in the world.
Makes all the sense. Thank you, Google. Thank you so much.
I preferred the rake down, but like, I was always the raker.
This whole Christmas thing is way out of hand.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
We're having fun.
We sure are.
Are we?
Not.
Okay.
We're going to bring that back.
Nope.
We sure are having a great time. Not.
Psych.
Psych.
What else can we bring back from the 90s? That's 80s.
Yeah. Well, good morning. Merry Christmas. How is everybody doing? Big show today. Of course, we'll talk some nerd coming up at 8:30 with Pastor Jason Mills.
Heck yeah, man.
He's such a nerd.
He is.
But, you know, nerds are totally cool now. They're in. People love nerds.
Nerd.
Mm-hmm. I wish I was a nerd, but I'm not. I can't say I'm a nerd because then I'd be a poser.
You have nerdical tendencies.
Okay, what?
How many like comic book movies have we seen like opening day together?
That doesn't make me a nerd. Everybody watches comics. It's like
You know,
it's like liking Steph Curry. You know, like they're great. They're awesome. He's awesome.
Hey, whoa! Don't have a cow, man.
Wow. When's the last time you heard that?
Well, just now, because a member of the Starmy said it to me, and I was like, yes.
Dude, please, I want all the husbands out there, next time your wife is giving you a hard time, be like, hey, whoa, don't have a cow. See how she responds. Hey,
Dude,
don't have a cow.
I'm writing that one down.
When you said that, that was like, I like pumped the brakes like, whoa, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What did you just say?
You were freaking out, though, and then you stopped.
Dude, yeah, they used to say that back in the day, right?
Bart Simpson, man.
Don't have a cow.
Don't have a cow, man.
Please.
We're writing all these down. Other expressions from the 80s we need to bring back.
Yeah.
That one going into my like regular vocabulary again.
Please, somebody chime in. You got to do it to your wife,
Yeah,
girlfriend, whatever, and just see how they react. Don't have a cow. Jeez, don't have a cow. You're having a cow. You're having a cow right now, and I just need you to calm down.
Okay, speaking of, we like discovered where hoedown came from. Where does don't have a cow come from?
You'd realize what it's like when a cow gives birth, right?
No.
Yeah, it's like they freak out, man. It's like, like the cow is freaking out. It's like, they're giving birth. Don't have a cow.
Okay. It just means like, don't flip out, man, or calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get all upset about it. Bart Simpson was likening an anxiety attack to giving birth to a cow. A frightening thought. Because normally cows are the ones that give birth to cows and not humans.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Thanks, English.com.
Yep. Don't have a cow.
Don't have a cow, man.
That's great. I love that one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Give us some more. Give us some more.
Yeah. Oh, man. These are all like Bart Simpson expressions. I haven't heard that one in years 10. I don't even know if I want to say that one.
You can say that, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to find the expression.
Although I dumped myself this morning, so I don't know.
I know, right? For nothing. You dumped yourself, and I'm like, why did you do that? You're just really tired.
I didn't know what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call into the show. What are some like slang phrases from like back in the day that we should bring back? Like, don't have a cow.
Oh, dude, Curmudgeon said it too. Like 3 different people texted in, and then Curmudgeon just said it on YouTube. Eat my shorts. That was like one of his catchphrases. But that one's like if somebody, if we were in an argument and I looked at you and was like, eat my shorts, bro. Like, I feel like we just start laughing. So maybe it's a good like disarming of an argument. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm keeping Don't Have a Cow. That's still my favorite.
That's a good one.
Gosh.
I like that.
Hilarious.
Yeah, speaking of eating shorts, did you hear about the Uber Eats? The guy in Florida, he ordered from Uber Eats. You know what that is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like you pay for an Uber to go get your food because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he got his Uber Eats, he ordered... What did he order here? He opened up his food that was delivered by the Uber Eats, and there was dirty underwear.
Oh, gag me with the spoon, bro.
I remember that one. Oh, gag me with the spoon, bro. Oh my gosh.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting, right?
That's the perfect time to say gag me with the spoon.
I grabbed the food, and right when I got the food, she struck off running. And I was like, that was kind of odd. Who thinks that you're going to get delivered somebody's dirty underwear? Disgusting, unhealthful, it's potentially deadly.
Gosh, I was really hoping he would say, oh gosh, gag me with a spoon. Yeah, Steve would just spit out his coffee in the garbage.
Oh my gosh, dude. Could you imagine on the news in 2018? We got to get on the news and just randomly start using like 80s catchphrases.
Yeah, when the reporter is like, coming at you, you're like, hey, don't have a cow, all right? Hey, don't have a cow.
That's what we do, man. Dude, we've got to set this up.
Any more? Come on, Starmy. What else do we got? What would you call those? Like,
oh, man. Pat says, dirty underwear. Are you cereal?
Oh. Okay. Terms of the 90s. All right. Let's do
it.
This.
Let's do it.
I found a list, guys, here. All right. All that in a bag of chips? Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I remember that.
Okay. Some of these I can't say. There was Eat My Shorts. That was on there. Gosh, some of these.
They're just stupid. Dude.
Let's see. Good to go. Like a lot of these we still use a lot. What is that? Oh. It's crashed.
What?
I don't know what that one is.
Did you go 90s or 80s?
I went 90s.
Oh.
Quit icing my grill.
What?
I never said that.
Duh.
Duh. Duh's a good one. All right, we should probably take a break.
Fine.
But yeah, what are some slang phrases from back in the day that we should bring back? Like, don't have a cow or eat my shorts. Those are all great. I love those.
Oh my gosh.
505-338-3700. If you'd like to chime in, be a part of the show, you can give us a call when we come back. We have a couple special people coming in at 9 o'clock. It's a mystery guest. We'll tell you about it when we come back, actually. Here, Fran. Speaking. When was this band? When did they come out? Are they like a 90s band?
Wait, you don't remember?
I don't know.
Ugh, talk to the hand.
Oh.
Because the face doesn't want to hear it.
All right, we'll be right back. Hang out.
Here's Chris Hodges with a challenge to live a reproducing spiritual life.
Some people say, I don't know. I've heard that God's kind of already got all this played out. And that, by the way, in my opinion, and I'll prove it to you biblically, that's doctrinal error. That's doctrinal error. To say that God has written a script and he kind of picked people to go to heaven and he picked a bunch to go to hell and he picked a lot of good things to happen and he picked all the rapes and the bad things to happen. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. God is sovereign. He knows what's going on. But he has left it up to us, and that's why the Bible says that the Lord is not slow in his return. He said, I'm coming back one day. That's my promise. I'm coming back one day. But the reason why I'm not coming back is I am patient, not wanting anyone to perish. But, say this next word out loud, every voice, but. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's just do it a little bit better. But, yeah, everyone to come to repent. I don't want anyone to not get saved. The only reason I haven't come back yet is in the hopes that somebody else might respond.
That's Chris Hodges and a Star 88 PowerPoint.
When darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love.
Josh Baldwin, Standing Your Love. It is star 88-640.
Man, I forgot to look up the high today. I'm sorry.
You know what, Home Skillet?
What?
Get on it.
Whoa, bro. What's your damage?
You know what? You're cruising for a bruising.
You know what? You need to take a chill pill.
Your mom needs to take a chill pill.
What's going on in the news today?
Deadly attack and a dramatic confrontation with a gunman in the French city of Strasbourg near the German border. At least 2 people are dead and many more have been injured in the shooting near Strasbourg's famous Christmas market.
An astonishing on-camera argument inside the Oval Office. The president and top Democrats from the House and Senate sparred over funding for a border wall as a December 21st deadline looms for funding the government.
We need border security. The wall is a part of border security. You can't have very good border security without the wall. No.
The United Express crew is facing questions over their response after a passenger reportedly seized for 2 hours during a flight.
Google CEO Sundar Pichai was in the hot seat on Capitol Hill.
An urgent search continues for the 3 still trapped in the abandoned Rock House Powellton mine, while a 4th, 43-year-old Eddie Williams emerged on Monday.
She's accused of being a glamorous and manipulative secret agent. Maria Butina has agreed to cooperate with the Justice Department.
Kathy Lee Gifford has announced that after 11 years of laughter and a wine toast or 2 in the morning, she'll be stepping away from the Today Show next year.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Guys, hang out with us. YouTube, Twitch, Star 88 FM. Hey, give me some skin, yeah? God, give me some skin.
As F. Barf me out.
Yeah, there's some good ones, man. We're talking about slang terms. Slang terms that we don't use anymore.
Remember the Stormy chimed in on the live line and said, making me cringe thinking of all these words we used to use. We used to use A for everything. What's up, A?
What's up, A?
Or say, that was wicked, eh?
I feel like they still say that here in Burkay.
That's true. Oh, favorite. Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. That was from Willy Wonka. Nobody used to say that. I used to say that all the time.
Starmy, good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
It's Jacinda.
Hi, Jacinda. How are you?
Jacinda, perfect.
Fine, thank you.
Okay.
Give me some 80s
Anyway,
slang.
just a second. Let me turn down the radio.
Stretch it.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I like the phrase, don't let the bed bugs bite. I find it very funny what that actually means, but it's kind of disgusting.
It is.
It really is
It's
when you
because
think
back
about
in the days of the whole homesteaders, they had to tighten the beds or the bed bugs would bite.
That's right. Yep, that's
And
exactly
another
right.
thing is, Steve-O, you always say something, and you can't really be that anymore because the time of those is over, and you always say you're a nerd, but I know for a fact you're really not a nerd.
How am I not a nerd? I don't mind being a nerd.
You're not, though, because you
Nerd.
don't tape your glasses, and you can't wear
Whoa.
clothes that are fashionable to be a nerd. I read the book, and it said that the days of the nerds are gone. So there.
Really?
That's actually true because a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual.
That's
I
not
can't
you.
even say it, so obviously I'm not. Obsessive.
Nerd.
Introverted or lacking social skills.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
You're
I
not
read
those.
the whole book, The History of Nerds.
Wow.
Okay.
No kidding.
Yes.
No
well,
kidding.
no, I didn't read it. You know I don't read. I listen to the book.
So
well, yeah,
is
same
it
thing.
possible that I was a nerd, but then
but
the culture
anyway,
around
I
me
also don't think you're really a nerd unless you can watch a whole thing of a mystery diagnosis and untold stories of the ER for hours.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do, because I have to fill my nerdy brain that can't read
Oh,
and
sure.
can't really go to school.
Well, we'll catch you on the flip side, Jacinda.
Yeah.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah. That was radical. So
We'll
righteous.
catch you on the flip side. You know what that
Totally.
means?
Tubular.
Catch you on the flip side?
Yeah, the other side of
Okay.
things.
Well, yeah, it's the other side of things. But, like, you know, next time we run into each other, we'll catch each other on the flip side. Well, like,
I feel like you're harsh and mellow, bro, and you just need to
well,
chill.
I'm about to give you a knuckle sandwich. So.
Okay.
A knuckle sap. Yeah, well, they were I remember that. If I remember one thing from when I was 3 years old at Old Mill School for people with disabilities, they would say that I'm going to give you a knuckle sandwich.
Oh, did you ever eat
when
one?
I was 3.
Oh, gosh,
I
that's
hope not.
horrible. Hopefully you never had to eat one.
Yeah. Hey, do me a solid, Steve-O, don't interrupt Jacinda.
Whatever, bro. Bite me.
Whoa. Dump that.
Dump what?
So, thanks for calling.
Yeah, we love you. Thank you so much.
I just get nervous. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
That was great. That was great.
Seriously, call us anytime you want to chime in.
Yeah.
We love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
I chime in more. It's really hard for me. I'm barely awake at this time,
Well,
and I'm just
us
trying
too.
to get myself to be in a good
feel
mood, and then I'm supposed to talk on the radio.
We know what that's
Yeah,
like.
but my
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you do a great job.
You do an incredible
You
job.
really do.
Yeah.
my nickname though is a squealer. So if you get me to not be so nervous, you might hear me get really loud. Because I got bored. Because I'm from. Well, guess where I'm from.
I'm gonna
Let's
say.
see. I'm
okay.
from the land of Christmas trees. I'm from the land of
North
roses,
Pole?
Christmas trees, roses, rain, and beavers.
Christmas trees, rain, Portland.
You're right, Oregon.
Oregon, thank you. I knew it.
And
Trees,
then
beavers.
I lived in
Yes.
Colorado, and now, well, see, I always have family here, so I could tell you some stories about vacations from hell and driving from Corvallis, Oregon, all the way to Raton, between Raton and Springer.
Wow, cool beans.
So yeah.
Well, thank you.
Anyway.
Well, we'll catch you on the flip side,
Yeah.
and have
Sorry
a great
about
day.
your bogus road trips, man.
I'll tell you some stories some other time.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you later.
We'll
Bye.
see you. Bye-bye. Gosh, I love her so much.
Yeah, she's great.
She's such a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
10-4, good buddy. These are all so great, you know? So great.
Yeah.
We started talking about slang terms that we forgot about. They've been lost. They've been archived, guys. And we're bringing them back.
Yeah. Thebe says, first time I heard my bad, I wanted to backhand my friend across the face. That was 20 plus years ago. Still irritates me.
My bad?
My
I
bad.
know. I don't like my bad either.
Dude.
Because, my bad doesn't make it all okay, okay?
My bad. Yeah. So many people chiming in. There was some really dumb slang from the 80s and 90s.
No, there was some great slang from the 80s and 90s.
Nah, man, it was all pretty grody to the max.
Okay. To the max, man.
To the max.
We're going to have some fun tonight. To the max. Okay?
Yeah.
Remember Stella? Nah, don't invite her to the party. She's a total Stella.
What? I've never heard that
You
one.
never heard that? You're a Stella.
You're a Stella.
Yeah.
You know what, bro? Peace to the Middle East. I don't want any trouble.
Dude, your hair's looking choice today.
Are you mocking my hair, bro?
My man.
You want a nice Hawaiian punch?
What? Hawaiian punch? I've never heard that.
What?
Never.
Are you serious?
You want a nice Hawaiian punch?
Yeah.
Doubt it.
Oh, burn.
What is this? What, bag your face? Oh. Well, let's see. Example. I have so many zits, I should just bag my face.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
There's Have a Cow. Gosh, Have a Cow is probably the best. I think Have a Cow. Don't
That
have
was
a
the
cow,
first
man.
one, man.
I think it was the best. Who did that? Who put that in there? Who said that? Gosh, it was good, guys.
That was so good.
Whoever chimed in with that.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Don't have a cow. I can't wait to use that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Use it on your boss. Hey, don't have a cow, man. Not even?
Yeah. Not even, bro.
Word, you still say that a lot.
Oh, cut it out.
Or-
I do say word all the time.
You used to say fresh a lot back in the day.
Back in the day?
Mhm.
It's because it was so fresh, bro.
Butter. That's
I
butter.
still say word and dope a lot.
Yeah, he does. He sure does.
Yeah. I just never grew up. Ever. Still sporting my Third Eye Blind t-shirt
Yeah.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Saying things like word and dope.
Booyah.
See, but that's still a thing to me.
Booyah?
Booyah. Brody says booyah.
Because you say booyah.
I've never said booyah.
Christy says booyah.
I am far too white to say booyah.
Someone says booyah in your family.
Cyborg. Cyborg says booyah from Teen Titans Go.
Okay, well, there you go.
So that's why.
Okay.
Booyah! Somebody off the chain.
Dude,
That's off the chain.
That's a good one.
Oh, man. Freak me out. Winning?
Well, that's that's Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah.
That was like early 2000s.
So many. Dude, I can't even keep up with everybody.
So many, guys. Thank you so much.
Paul says word is timeless, and it is. Unless you add the rest of it, word to your mother.
Bad. Those are cool.
I had to actually explain I used bad. I think I used bad this week, and I had to explain that it was no, but I mean that it was good.
Oh yeah.
What were we talking about? Remember? I was like, dude, it was a. Oh, what is
what
I
was
can't
it?
remember what I said. Who are we even talking to?
I don't know, but the way you started it made it sound like it was really bad. But was it Nick and
off the air? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I was using these phrases that are have negative connotations, but I meant that it was amazing.
Yeah.
I think we were
remember.
talking about the Bumblebee movie, and I was just stuck in.
Oh
the
yeah,
80s.
that's what it was. That's exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh no! I said it was ridiculous. I think, dude, that movie is ridiculous.
No, you said bad.
Bad. It's all bad.
You didn't say all
Movie's
bad.
all bad, bro.
You didn't say that.
I said bad. So weird. I used that in real life this week.
Hey guys, we got 2 special guests coming in.
Oh my gosh.
And
I'm losing my mind over this.
Steve-O's pretty excited about it. If you remember the classic crime from back in the 80s.
No, shut up. Speaking of old slang.
Let's see. Matt and his wife.
Yeah, Christy.
Yeah, they have a band together called Vocal Few.
Oh, dude. Last night we had our staff Christmas party, and I was like, Dex can't come. I'm going to be sitting by myself at the Losers Squad. And then I walked in, I looked over, and I saw Matt and Christy, and it was like, all is right in the world. I forgot. They played the Christmas party last night, and they have a full concert tonight in lieu of Wednesday night service here at Calvary. They're just doing a dope Christmas concert for freezies.
You know, it's funny because I was hanging out last night and scrolling through Facebook, and that I don't know. I guess they were performing or something.
Yeah, dude.
And we were like, "Who's that?" I didn't realize who it was.
Oh, dude.
That was them.
Yeah.
And we had a Christmas party last night.
I hate you. Literally everybody. It was like 50-50. Where's Chrissy? Where's Dex? Where's Chrissy? Where's Dex? I went alone.
I had no idea that we had a Christmas
Chrissy
party
had
last night.
her Christmas play at her school, so she couldn't be there. But yeah, tonight, dude.
I thought it was
Vocal Few.
tonight.
Free Christmas concert, 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the sanctuary. No joke. Like, they're going to be doing an entire set free concert in lieu of a service. This isn't one of those trickery things where it's like you get there, it's like, oh, we fooled you! Ha ha! Here's a message. It's really a concert in lieu of Wednesday night service.
All right, let's listen to some of this.
Make it someday.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
So is that their baby?
Yeah, Matt McDonald, frontman of the Classic Crime, him and his bride. They do this incredible duo called Vocal Few, and they're going to be here tonight, 6:30 p.m., Calvary, Albuquerque. And not only that, like, dude, I cannot wait for them to come in studio this morning. We're going to be kicking it with them, 9 o'clock hour.
Nice. I like that song. That's
Dude,
pretty good, man.
And just some of the raddest people, like, for real. Well, last night we just sat and talked because, dude, Classic Crime's still doing stuff, and Vocal Few's doing stuff, and I am stoked.
Dude,
bro.
don't have a cow about it.
Whoa, okay. Just saying, it's sick, bro. It's sick.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sick, but, like,
Yeah.
they're also sick.
Gotcha.
But I think they're sick because they were with me at the Christmas party.
Yeah?
So they might just be sick. So sick.
I'm gonna pull up some classic crime here. Let's see what they're all about. I don't even know about this band. Who are these people?
Paul said, I think Steve just called my table the loser table. No, it's the radio table, bro. It was before you got there.
Is that Stephen Christian?
That's funny. I need to find you some, like, classic crime.
What do you want, man? What do you want? Give me.
What do I want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Right there.
All right, let's check
Taking
this
you all
out.
the way back.
All right. They kind of sound like Panic at the Disco.
Okay, don't you dare besmirch that like that.
I'm being serious. They
I know
sound
you
like
are.
Panic at the Disco.
I'll take that.
He's got the same voice.
So anyways, yep.
That's cool. All right.
I know!
I've never heard of them.
I don't know how you live.
Did they ever
need
play
to
on the Edge? Did they
apologize.
ever play on the Edge? No, they didn't. We never played the classic crime. Did they ever make it to terrestrial radio?
Yeah.
They made it to secular radio.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know about that.
I actually kind of think you did play this because Buck was like, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
This was around the time of like when Amberlin and Under Oath and yeah.
Like
so it
early
was like
2000s?
really good music coming out of Tooth and Nail Records. when
2008?
They were good. A good label.
Oh.
People are freaking out on the live line, by the way, and on YouTube. I love the classic crime!
There you
17
go.
exclamation points.
9 o'clock, Matt and Christy will be in.
Yeah, in studio.
It's cool.
So phenomenal, dude. And they're just such good people. I can't wait to hang out with
A
them.
Christmas gift for you guys.
Yeah.
Starmy.
Free show tonight, 6:30, Calvary, Albuquerque. It's an entire just vocal few concert. Just chilling. I can't wait, man.
All right. Good morning, Starmy. Welcome to the show. Merry Christmas. Hang out with us on YouTube and Twitch, Star 88 FM. Also, we have an app you can download, Star 88 in the App Store. We'll be right back, guys. Hang out. Hi, it's Dex. We want you to share your Star story. How has Star 88 and the Morning Invasion impacted your life?
Hey guys, I'm calling to thank you for what you're doing. Every morning you wake up and make stupid, and it keeps me encouraged and it keeps me in Christ. And I hope you know how much you mean to me and to everyone out here in the Starmy. Keep it up, keep us going, and we'll keep you in our prayers.
I'm upside down in the in-between.
Hi, so my mom died just recently, and every morning I turn on your show, and I'm so encouraged, and I enjoy so much the humor that you guys bring to my morning, and I have just been overjoyed to get to work and travel to work because I get to listen to your radio station. So thank you so much, because it brings joy to a really hard time in my life.
We want to hear your Star story. Call us now, 505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. And share your Star story.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The guy was in Chicago. He was on his way to catch a flight. He saw this pretty lady. He started talking to her. He said, well, where are you going? She said, I'm going to New York. He said, well, I'm going to Florida. Why don't we fly together? The answer is because you're going in two different directions. Singles, the reason why God says that a Christian should not marry a non-Christian is because there is a spiritual conflict. There is a conflict of gods, and those gods will conflict with each other. There will be a clash of gods. I mean, marriage is hard enough when you have the same God. When you wind up with a conflict of gods, he says, not only do you have this conflict with the unity of God, because you're asking a unified God to be in a disunified scenario, he says you profane the sanctuary.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Had as much of you as I can take. I'm so done, so over being afraid. afraid. I've gone through the motions, I've been back and forth. I know that you're thinking you've heard this before. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna say it, yeah. Fear you don't own me, there ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not, like you know me. Well, guess what? I know who I am, I know I'm strong, and I am free, got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Take a minute, let it settle in. You probably never saw it coming. Something's gotta give, so I give up you. Oh, there's no room for you here, yeah, I've had enough. The no vacancy sign on my heart is lit up. In case you didn't hear it, here it is again. Oh, fear you don't own me, there ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not, like you know me. Well, guess what? I know who I am, I know I'm strong, and I am free, got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Is there anybody out there just like me? Anybody out there? Anybody needing fear to leave? Oh, yeah. If you don't know how to say it, sing along with me. Sing fear you don't own me, there ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not, like you know me. Well, guess what? I know who I am, I know I'm strong, brave, and I am free, got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Goodbye, goodbye, fear. Whoa, you will never be welcome here.
Francesca Battistelli.
Seriously, I never.
Breakup song. Star 88, 703.
I don't know. I was born today.
Why are you talking like that, man?
I said the high today is totally 54 degrees. God.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Holiday tips from the elderly.
Now listen up. If you get a big red ball from Grandpa, just go outside and bounce it. Stop looking so sad.
This has been Holiday Tips from the elderly.
All right. Thank you, Grandpa. Good morning. Go adopt a dog today, guys, for Christmas.
No, I mean, make sure you're
Surprise the
responsible
family.
enough. And
Go
you
surprise the family,
you have
adopt a dog.
time to
Go
walk
adopt
them and like, yeah.
Think about all those little doggies just hanging out in doggy jail, just waiting for somebody
Doggy
to adopt.
jail.
That's what it is. It's a doggy jail.
It's basically doggy jail.
Yep.
Yeah.
So many great organizations in town, Animal Humane, you know, it's like, go down there. You know, the kids want a dog. Get them a dog.
Get him a dog, bro.
Get them a dog.
Bro, dog, bro.
Give them some responsibilities.
Yeah. You got a pet.
Mm-hmm.
You got a responsibility.
Right? Fix those potholes. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I was trying to transition to this next story, and it didn't. I didn't know how. So, you know, a pothole on your street can really, really destroy your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's a pothole that you have to avoid every day, what? They can't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's going to fix it? Domino's.
Wait, what?
Domino's.
Huh?
Haven't you seen those commercials? What?
What do you
Okay,
mean?
you tell your story, and I'm gonna grab this because this is real life.
Okay.
Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
So this is pretty cool, and this is, I guess, a way to get your pothole fixed. This person in Pennsylvania, they were frustrated because they had asked the city, "Hey, can you please fix this massive pothole in the middle of the street?" And they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't fix it. So this woman named Marietta, she decided to put an artificial Christmas tree in the pothole. And guess what happened?
Somebody got into a car accident?
Somebody got into a car accident and almost died. No, that's not what happened. No.
People started putting presents under the tree?
No.
People started stealing the ornaments? Was this in Detroit?
No, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah. No, what happened is people actually, they don't drive over the pothole.
Yeah.
So it doesn't destroy your tire.
Yeah.
Your vehicle. So they would avoid the pothole. And also, guess what? The city decided to do something about it. Because it went viral.
City.
The photos of it went viral. And so the city made it a priority to get it fixed. So the picture is pretty cool. Like the little Christmas tree in the potholes. Looks like she's got a little Santa in there. And you know what? If you have a pothole, put a Christmas tree in it. The city will fix it right away.
Perfect.
There you go.
We built this city.
Now tell me about this.
We built this city on pot and holes. No, wait, that's a totally different thing.
Gosh, that's the 5th dump this morning, guys. That's the 5th dump.
Well, it's because it was like rock and roll, but I was trying to do potholes, but you can't separate potholes because that's a totally different connotation. Albuquerque, bro. Albuquerque. Not sure if you saw these commercials, but Domino's paving for pizza or whatever. Did you see these?
No.
Their new ad campaign, and it's like, hey guys, we're Domino's Pizza, and we care about getting your pizza to you. But you know what stinks? Potholes. So they had this national campaign where they were like, hit us up and tell us which potholes are the worst in your city, because we want to make our delivery drivers drive not as awful. And Albuquerque won.
Seriously?
Yes,
because we have so many stupid potholes.
Seriously. The city of Albuquerque was awarded one of Domino's Pizza grants worth $5,000.
What does that mean?
It means the city is actually going to use the money to patch 3 large potholes near San Mateo, Montgomery, because it's the biggest intersection and one of the busiest street areas in the entire city, and there are 3 potholes over there. And so Domino's is coming out.
Oh my gosh. And what's great about it is they get their own stamp, Domino's stamp on the
pothole. They straight up graffiti the street. Oh yes, we did, with the Domino's logo.
Oh my gosh, that's a brilliant campaign.
Everybody thought it was just stupid marketing, and turns out it's a real thing, and Albuquerque was one of the cities that was awarded funding for it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So what's not fun is that they had to hand the money over to the city, and now we'll see if the city actually uses it.
And $5,000 fixes 3 potholes.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
For what?
Yep.
$5,000.
$5,000. 3 potholes.
How many cities won? How many cities?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how many cities.
That's
won.
cool, man.
But yeah, Domino's paving for pizza, and everybody's like, this is stupid. But apparently Albuquerque didn't think it was stupid, and they actually put in for it. And our city was awarded a grant.
I love how Domino's, though, made it all about their drivers.
Yeah.
Because, come on. Did they really care about the drivers and their potholes? You know what I'm saying?
I had a really good friend who drove for them in high school.
Yeah?
And at least, 20 years ago in high school, that was the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the job.
That was like the Uber of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because back then it was like you got mileage and tips and this. Now I don't know what it is now,
Yeah. Huh.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I wonder what a pizza delivery driver makes.
Yeah.
I wonder if it competes with the Uber job,
Doubt. I don't know. Uber,
because
Uber Eats?
Because the thing is with Uber and Lyft, people still don't tip. That's what blows my mind. You guys got to tip.
But do you?
Yeah, you got to.
But do you?
Oh yeah, $5 every time. And
every time? What if it's like a $4 Uber ride?
I don't care. But the thing is I'm an Uber and Lyft driver, so I automatically feel like I want to these are my homies. Yeah. I get it. It's tough. You're out there grinding it out every day, driving, using your vehicle, and it's like, if somebody doesn't tip you, you're like, you get 100% of the tips.
Right. Back in the day when I worked at the Bucks, we didn't need the tips because you make a decent wage as far as like a good starter, job. It's not like when you're a waiter or waitress and it's like, you make $2 an hour.
Yeah.
It was like we were making, a good hourly wage, but it was still always rad when you got a tip because then, they'd break the end of the week and you're going, oh, look at this. I can go to the movies. And so I love tipping people. Like, I can't remember. I even tipped when I'm picking it up at the restaurant because I always feel bad. And it's like, well, this is carry out and I'm carrying out so I don't have to tip you, but I'm going to tip you anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I agree. Even a couple bucks.
Yeah, a
'cause you never
couple.
know.
Even if it's just $1 or $2, that's fine. But I don't get it. I don't know why people don't tip when it comes to that stuff, especially if it's like Uber Eats or what is it? I don't know what the other ones are called. The Dine and Dash. It's not the Dine and Dash, but what do you call it? There's another one.
Where you eat and run?
No, it's not the Dine and Dash. It's like somebody help me. What is it?
What are you trying to say?
It's like Uber
man?
Eats, but there's another company out there.
Grubhub?
There's that one, but there's another one that I'm thinking of. It's like DoorDash.
I've never heard of this one.
It's close to
You get
DoorDash and somebody will chime in with it.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about. By the way, somebody chimed in and said they've already seen a friend posted a picture of his street being fixed by
No
Domino's
way!
with the like spray paint and everything.
I gotta look for those.
Yeah, they actually care apparently. Somebody else chimed in and said, my wife's actually working Domino's part-time to help pay some bills as a second job. She makes like $400 a week, working 4 nights a week.
Wow.
Forget Uber, bro.
That might be a pizza delivery driver.
Yeah.
What the heck? Wow.
Yeah.
But then you got to get out of your car.
Remember the Stormy chimed in and said, I delivered pizza in early college years. On any given weekend, I would bring home $70 to $100 a night just in tips. Plus, they got paid mileage and minimum wage. Best money for a college student ever.
Huh.
Dude, Waverly, basically everyone in the band, they were pizza delivery drivers. Scotty, pizza guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just take on another job,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be an Uber, Lyft, and a pizza delivery.
Here's what you do. Pizza delivery driver, but as you're delivering the pizza, you turn on the Uber app, and then maybe.
Yeah, but I might as well just do
what
Uber
took
Eats.
so long for you to get back here? You're like, well, funny
I had to go on
story.
3 runs.
Yeah.
I'm an Uber driver, and I got hit up. I
man.
had to pick a few people up. My bad.
Incredible.
Pizza's cold. I'm sorry.
Postmates?
It's not Postmates. It's like
Lodell?
Dinner Dash, Dinner Dine, Dinner
Milkman.
DoorDash, Dinner.
DoorDash, bro. It's called DoorDash.
DoorDash. It's DoorDash.
Like DoorDash jeans.
DoorDash jeans.
Remember
Yes.
DoorDash
Yes, DoorDash.
jeans?
But DoorDash. Dude, sweet DoorDash jeans, bro.
I think we just came up with a marketing strategy for DoorDash.
I think so.
Man, we should really do that. We're starting our own company, guys. Coming up.
Oh, my gosh.
I have a story, man. We keep talking about being healthy, and I mentioned my Apple Watch earlier.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, technology.
Did it save
may
your
have
life?
saved somebody's life.
Really?
Yes. Crazy story on the way about an Apple Watch and a 46-year-old dude who,
Cool.
may have died if he weren't wearing his. We'll talk about why
Gosh, man.
and how the Apple Watch saved this homie's life.
Somebody should get me an Apple Watch for
Okay.
Christmas.
You can have mine. You can have mine. I need the new one because this one you can't
Really?
even it's not even accepting updates anymore because it's like the first one.
You heard it first right here. Steve-O said he's going to give me his Apple Watch as soon as he upgrades. Why did I turn into Elmer Fudd?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, we got to take a break, guys. We'll be right back.
Supakit is 10 years old. Like hundreds of thousands of children like him, his family is part of a minority group that is oppressed in his home country of Myanmar. That's why they fled their country to become refugees in Thailand. His life is a life of hardship and danger. The refugee camps are full of abuse and exploitation. And if his parents can even find work, they only earn enough to barely survive. Compassion has opened 13 child development centers through local churches along the Thai-Myanmar border. These centers are an oasis of hope, where children and their families are given the basic necessities like food and shelter, legal help, and the education and training they need to be released from their poverty. Join Star 88 in Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar now. Just call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
Whether at home or in the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
What is an artificial restraint? If you have a lot of anything, let's say you have a lot of time, or for some reason you have a lot of excess capital, you've got a lot of manpower, what I would ask you to do is consider enforcing artificial restraints. They're restraints that are artificial. In other words, if you have 6 months to get a project done, you might create an artificial deadline and say, what if we only had 6 weeks? Not 6 months, but 6 weeks. Guess what that'll do? That'll drive innovative thinking. Let's say you've got $25,000 budgeted for some project. What if you said, hey, what can we get done for $2,500? Suddenly, the artificial restraint is going to force you to think creatively. Artificial restraints or any types of restraints can drive innovation. Why? Because limited resources are breeding ground. A limited resource is a breeding ground for innovation.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast.
Sometimes I wanna float away, fly away and close my eyes, get lost in a secret place no one could ever find, yeah. But you keep pulling me back into your atmosphere and showing me that with your love I never have to hide. When the world's spinning out of control, your love is like my gravity. When I'm overboard and going under, your love will come and rescue me. And somehow you find a way to reach me when I can't see the road before me. When the world's spinning out of control, out of control. Your love is like my gravity. That your love will run out on me and turn all of my greatest fears into reality, yeah. But that's the thing about gravity, it never gives up pulling me, and anywhere I choose to run, I'll always feel your love. The world's spinning out of control, your love is like my gravity. When I'm overboard and going under, your love will come and rescue me. And somehow you find a way to reach me when I can't see the road before me. When the world is spinning out of control, out of control. Your love is like my gravity. Be right here by my side. Cause I know love's the center that holds everything together. And when the world is spinning out of control, we all need a little
Cantrell Gravity. It is star 88, 720.
High today at 54
Oh, gosh. Oh.
degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for chilling with us, you know? Coming up, if you're a fan of the classic crime, if you're a fan of the classic crime.
Vocal Few, bro.
I couldn't think of it.
They're
Matt and
called
Christy.
Vocal Few.
Vocal Few, you know, Matt and Christy, they're married. They got this band called Vocal Few. Matt is in a band called Classic Crime. They'll be here at 9. It's pretty cool.
The free show tonight, dude.
Free show
Seriously,
here at Calvary?
6:30 Calvary. Vocal Few concert, 6:30 to 8. Full concert, which is the best part. Like, it's a full-on Christmas concert. No message tonight. Like, this is in lieu
What
of all
about,
that. It's
what
a
about all
family
the people
event.
that like the message, man? They're going to be so bummed.
Cool. Podcast something. I don't know what to tell you. It's a Christmas concert tonight.
What about Grandma? She shows up. She's all excited to hear the word.
There's going to be something for Grandma, too. They'll probably do Silent Night or Oh Holy Night or some other cool
It's not
Christmas
the
classics.
Same. It's not the same.
Yeah, you're right. It's not the same. It's more unique and better than anything I've heard. Last night, they really did a few like Christmas classics at the staff party, and it was like, yep, I cannot wait for tonight.
I still can't believe there was a staff party last night.
Yeah, I'm so mad at you.
What? Give me a break, dude. People don't communicate with me here at the
Give
station.
me a break, dude.
That's
You know
another
what
one.
the best part
Give me
is?
a break,
It's like,
dude.
actually, no, we've known about this for months. You just don't check your work
Okay.
email.
You know what? You're right. Absolutely right. Who checks email
I'll
anymore?
like email him something, and I'm like, hey, bro, did you get the email on
Who
the...
does that? Why would you email when you can shoot a text? I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, like what? It's like leaving a voicemail. Who leaves voicemails?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was talking to Andrew. Did you hear there was a gas station in town yesterday that was they were selling gas for 2 cents a gallon. Yeah, 2 cents a gallon.
Why?
Just to I don't know, just to do it.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, like it's like,
You
hey,
sure it
Merry
wasn't-
Christmas.
You sure it wasn't $2.02 a gallon?
No, it's 2 cents a gallon.
Because
I'm
I got
serious.
gas yesterday and it was $2.02.
Andrew said there was like a giant line of people waiting to get gas for 2 cents a gallon. I've never heard of that before.
Oh my gosh, it's real!
Told you.
Ah! I literally got gas yesterday. They really did.
Yeah.
Regular and diesel.
How cool is that?
Multiple gas stations across the metro area sold fuel for 2 cents a gallon.
Gosh, man. I have $1 right now. I have $1.07 in my checking account. I could have filled my car up.
Well, here's the thing. I hope everybody who got gas yesterday feels really, 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 really terrible. It wasn't a Christmas thing. It's called a hack. And what happened was Circle K got dump that. Circle K got hacked.
Is it true?
Yeah, they had to shut the
No,
pumps
shut
down.
up. It's a hack?
Yeah.
Somebody hacked
They had
it?
to shut the pumps down, and workers posted out of order signs on the pumps because somebody changed all of the to 2 cents in the system throughout Albuquerque last night.
So, okay, but here's my question. There was a line of people waiting to get gas.
Okay.
So, how long before they realized there was a hack when there's a line of people waiting to get gas?
Hey, that's a good question. We go live now to the man on the scene, Jim Narfrigan. Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Hey, everybody. All right. I'm out here on the scene. There's a line of people hanging out trying to get 2 cent gasoline. Dexter asked a really good question that Steve-O knew nothing about until 18 seconds ago. But for some reason, thinks Steve-O has the knowledge as to how many people.
You know what? I'm shutting your mic off. You have the article in front of you.
I literally just said I don't know. And you're like, oh, here's some compelling questions that you probably know nothing
Yeah.
about. I'm going to ask you, oh, smart one.
Here's the funny thing about it, Steve-O. We do a radio show, and all I'm doing is throwing it out to the listeners for them to comment. I'm not actually talking to you.
Hey, bro.
How long have you been in radio?
Calm down, man. You're going to
You
have
see,
a heart
I talk
attack.
to you, but I'm actually talking to the listeners. Maybe somebody can give me some insight on that. Gas station workers, you know, people listen to us when they work at gas stations. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. They hacked into the system.
Yeah, no, that's real. It was 2 cents. It was a mistake. They had to close them all down. Yeah.
Huh.
Wait in line for 2 hours and 2 minutes.
But you know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like you work at a gas station and you see a line of people outside. You would think you would hear about the 2 cents per gallon and you'd probably run out there and shut it down right away. Like, I want to know how many people actually got gas for 2 cents a gallon.
Gas. Dude, think about that.
Is that stealing too? Should you take the gas back? Here, I'm here to bring that gas back.
That's a really good question because, I mean, you don't have to take it back, but the question is like,
think about this. At an ATM, you know, when those malfunction and it spits out money.
Yeah.
If you take that money, you're stealing.
Oh, yeah. You're on camera.
Exactly.
Taking money.
So, and you're on camera pumping gas, so they have everybody's information already.
So check this out, Albuquerque. We're just one of the special cities that this happened to because this actually happened all across the country.
Oh, my gosh. Was it anonymous that hacked into it?
Circle K. Said that right this time, right? Circle K? Okay. Yeah. There were stations located in West Columbia, South Carolina, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They sold unleaded gas for 1.9 cents per gallon Tuesday night, allowing customers to fill up their tanks for less than 30 cents for a full tank of gas.
Wow.
Think about that. What's crazy is Circle K, at least in West Columbia, South Carolina, they called the cops because they thought it was a local glitch, and cops showed up and stopped customers from taking advantage of the glitch, which lasted about an hour before they noticed the glitch.
Really?
So another Circle K here in Albuquerque, as I mentioned, dropped its price to 2 cents per gallon before the pumps were marked out of order. Other people posted signs on social media in California, in Arizona, all Circle Ks.
Well, joining us on the show right now is, I believe, a man who got the 2 cents a gallon gas. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's right. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, I was just driving down the course. I see Circle K. I tell you, I'll never go anywhere else. 2 cents a gallon. I'll tell you what, that was a steal, man. I filled up probably about, I don't know, 30, 40 cents.
Yeah, you realize you stole the gas.
Yeah, it really was a steal. You stole gas, sir. You stole gas.
Nah, man, no, I ain't stealing no gas, man. I tell you what, it was 2 cents right there on the sign.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to take that gas back. It is actually somebody hacked into the system, and you stole that gas.
Stealing.
Oh, man. Well, crap. I knew something was up with that, man. Gosh, dang it, man. I'll back to okay.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. Good luck.
See, so here's a good question because Britt said, yeah, but when I go to Target and they have something marked incorrectly, they still give you the advertised price.
Ooh.
And it's true. I've seen that regularly. If they like accidentally still have the sale price out and I'm going, hey, this was marked at this, they'll always honor it. Yeah.
Maybe we should call the gas station and ask if we need to take the gas back, you know?
I mean, that's not a bad, it's not a bad thought.
Hey, yeah, so I got that 2 cent a gallon special you guys had running yesterday. Found out it was a hack. Do I
need to return this?
Do I need to come back?
I didn't mean to steal your gas. Because here's the question. How many people saw that and immediately were like, hey, this must be a hacker. I'm going to steal gas. I'm sure most people like you thought, oh, cool, Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
They're doing something cool for
to
Christmas.
go viral.
Some weird, yeah. I'm going to get gas.
Well, it didn't say it on the sign, did it? Because you have to go out there and like actually put up the numbers.
No, it was.
Or was that digital?
It's all, hey, man, sorry. I know you're just back in your DeLorean from 1987, but it's been digital for so many years. I can't believe you just said that.
Are you being serious?
No, man. Clearly the signs didn't say that because the signs, you got to put them numbers up there. Man,
I'm not joking around.
I'll tell you what. Also, last night on Alf, he did something so hilarious.
I swear to you, I saw somebody putting numbers up at one of those gas stations the other day.
Yeah. Where, bro? Where? You're like, oh, wait, I was watching Murder, She Wrote.
No, it was on Academy and San Mateo. Okay? It was at a Giant. I saw somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe I would. Maybe
You're
I didn't.
totally hallucinating, man. You were pumping gas and the gas started infecting your nostrils.
Okay.
Because they haven't had to have that guy out there in like 15 years.
Gosh, man, really? That's crazy.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
Man,
It's digital.
Wow, man, they've come a long way. Jeez. Well, I'm glad people got some
Cheap
gas.
2 cents,
That's
bro.
pretty cool.
2 cents.
I think I think they probably should just let the people have it. At this point, it's kind of their mistake for getting hacked into, right?
Is it their mistake?
Yeah, man. You have to have those firewalls put in
Well,
place.
and so here's the thing. We still don't know, honestly. Circle K has not responded to the media as far as how many stations were affected, if it was an employee goof, if it really was a hack. But it seems like if it happened around the nation, it'd be really difficult for it to just be a employee goof.
Right, yeah.
Because it happened all over.
Yeah.
So...
That's crazy, man.
So here's the question. You find out about this. What do you do? Because there were people like slamming others who posted photos on social media like, whoa, bro. You idiots ran and told social media instead of keeping quiet and reaping the benefits of 2-cent gas.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 cents.
3 cents.
In California.
3 cents in California. Can you
Imagine the
that?
rioting. Yeah.
No kidding.
California, Arizona, New Mexico, Louisiana, South Carolina are the states so far that we know have been affected.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, a member of the Army who listens in Las Cruces circa 1987 said, actually, there's still a couple gas stations that change the numbers by person for gas prices.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on, let me start over. Los Lunas.
Yeah,
where they
well,
just got their first Walmart.
Yeah, well, still happens. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe their second.
All right. We got to take a break, guys. We got to take a break. You guys can chime in 505-338-3700. We're also hanging out on YouTube and twitch.tv at Star 88 FM. You can watch the show. We'll be right back.
On Star 88, Robert Morris brings us this PowerPoint.
If you weigh 125 pounds, you have 45 teaspoons of salt in your body. Just think about 45 teaspoons already in your body. If you weigh about 200 pounds, like some of us, then you have about 75 teaspoons of salt. So when Jesus said, you are salt, obviously that's what he was talking about, right? Of course not. He was talking about salt as an influence. It's an influence. You might not know this, but salt is mentioned more in the Bible than you might think. Even in the Old Testament, this is going to shock you, but when you gave sacrifices, and sacrifices were in the Old Testament, all through the Old Testament, you actually had to season every sacrifice with salt.
A PowerPoint with Robert Morris. This is Star 88.
children of God.
Phil Wickham, he's such a nice guy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so nice,
Beautiful
bro.
eyes, great hair.
Oh.
You know, great cheek structure. What am I
Whoa,
talking
okay.
about?
Wow.
Is this on right now?
Did you blank out there for a second? You all right, man?
7:38.
High today at 54 degrees.
Yes, it is. And you know what? We have excuse me, Steve-O has a public apology when we come back from the news.
What's going on in the news today?
Deadly attack and a dramatic confrontation with a gunman in the French city of Strasbourg near the German border. At least 2 people are dead and many more have been injured in the shooting near Strasbourg's famous Christmas market.
An astonishing on-camera argument inside the Oval Office. The president and top Democrats from the House and Senate sparred over funding for a border wall as a December 21st deadline looms for funding the government.
We need border security. The wall is a part of border security. You can't have very good border security without the wall now.
The United Express crew is facing questions over their response after a passenger reportedly seized for 2 hours during a flight.
Google CEO Sundar Pichai was in the hot seat on Capitol Hill.
An urgent search continues for the 3 still trapped in the abandoned Rock House Powelton mine, while a 4th, 43-year-old Eddie Williams emerged on Monday.
She's accused of being a glamorous and manipulative secret agent. Maria Butina has agreed to cooperate with the Justice Department.
Kathy Lee Gifford has announced that after 11 years of laughter and a wine toast or 2 in the morning, she'll be stepping away from the Today Show next year.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. Steve-O, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Good morning. My name is Steven.
Steven.
Michael Jeter.
Jeter.
I do a morning radio show in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where for the last 15 years I've made people laugh, cry, question reality. And this morning I made a statement about my co-host Dex.
Dex.
He clearly lived in an alternate universe where Thanos snapped his finger and he whisked away into dust into this really horrible
Just get to the
alternate
apology.
reality where
I'm almost out of music.
there's nothing digital. In fact, everything is still old school where dudes come out and wow, it took forever. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm out of music.
Out of music.
Yeah.
So.
Just say it.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what you want me to say? That's what you want me to say, Dex?
Yes, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
I can't, Cartman. I can't just say.
Dude, I love the Starmy so much because I know when I need you, you're there for me, and I appreciate it so much. We've got flooded with people.
All 2 people that sent us a photo.
You know what? The magic of radio. Don't let them peek behind the curtain. We've gotten hundreds
Thousands, if you will,
of people chiming in with photos of gas stations where the sign, the price of the gas sign is not digital.
And you said this and I mocked because
yes, you did.
What do you live in this weird? We live blocks away from each other. And the giant right by our house Digital, dog.
Okay. But you know what? There's still...
No, that's what I go by.
Okay.
I immediately got flooded on our live line
Hundreds.
from Starmy members.
Hundreds.
Like, here's one on San Mateo and Central. Here's one on the corner of Eubank and Comanche.
Yeah.
Here's one on Ladera. And I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yep.
Photos of
Not
people
digital.
like driving this morning, just having Dex's back because there are so many gas station signs here in the Albuquerque metro area.
Is that person in a helicopter?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, how did they get that shot?
Maybe Central and San Mateo, maybe they work in like that bank building across the way.
Okay.
And it's like zoomed in, and that's from their corner office.
It's like, did they take a
Listen,
plane
Richie
to work?
Rich.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, please send in if you were passing by a gas station.
Nope.
And there's
you're the
not a
passenger.
digital. There is not a digital, sign out in front of the gas station.
Letting you know the cost of gas.
Then you need to take a picture and send it to 505-585-LIVE. Okay, text it
Not texting and driving by any
please
means.
make sure you're not texting and driving. But I think there's probably more non-digital signs.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, fine. Whatever.
Yes, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Fine. You're right. I was wrong this time, guys. I was so wrong. Thank you, Starmy, for keeping me accountable. To all of you simple folk who still live in rural areas where they use analog signs. I live in the burbs, yo.
The
all right?
burbs,
I live in the
yeah.
burbs.
Uh-huh.
Nothing's over 10 years old there, so it's all new. It's all digital. Welcome to the future. I'm
Gosh,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry. You're right. Costco actually still totally uses signposts too. And Costco's
Yes, you're
like,
right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you.
Main
Yep.
Street in Los Lunas.
Thank you. Getting
But
just
again,
flooding in
Los
with
Lunas.
photos.
You know what I'm saying?
Photos are
we
just
don't need
pouring
photos
in.
from Galva.
No, we need them all
or
over.
Raton.
No, all over
or-
the country. If you anywhere you're at, please text them in.
We need a population of at least 450,000 people for this
No,
to
we
matter.
don't. No, we don't. Send them in, guys. All right, send them in. I'll come up with. I'll go into Steve-O's office and I'll hook somebody up with something in Steve-O's office for the best photo. How about that?
Best photo.
Yeah, best gas station sign photo.
Mhm.
I'll
Here's
steal
another
something.
one on
Yep,
Main
there
Street
we
in
go.
Los Lunas.
Thank
Just past
you.
2.
Yep.
Again, Los Lunas.
I love that. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. People are chiming in. Hundreds of people are pouring in through texting.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you
That's
so
it,
much.
Yeah.
I actually think there might be just one or two digital signs out there.
Nope. Somebody said all these old school gas stations are just one owner who's 89 and won't spend up for the digital.
Huh. Yeah. I believe joining us on the phone right now is the actual sign from that gas station. Good morning. Sign?
Yes, good morning. I am the old sign.
Yes. What do you think about Steve-O calling me out saying, you guys are like gone, like dead. You don't exist anymore. How do you feel?
Oh, he is such a liar because I'm on Juan de Beau and Constitution, and I still exist.
Yeah, I know you do. I've seen you. I've seen you. I actually pay attention to you.
Signs.
Unlike people like Steve-O.
I'm so sorry, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's just unbelievable.
I loved your Mel Gibson movie. It was so great. So great.
I love it.
Yeah, there really is a sign on Juan de Beau and Constitution.
You know what? Don't you break character ever again. Don't you break character. You stay in that
He
character.
called for a reason, man. I love how you immediately went into some character, though. I was like, wow, the Starmen just really...
They're starting to get it.
Dex for president,
They're
man.
starting to get it.
You can just sway humans.
I love it.
I'm going to have to try it again next time.
Yeah. See, there you go. I was right. There's digital signs aren't a thing in 2018.
They are a thing. They're a thing. They're totally a thing. But thanks for calling, man.
All right.
No problem.
All right.
See, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you roll.
You're so ridiculous.
That's the Starmy right
Oh,
there.
gosh. Oh, Brittany.
What is Britt saying? What is she
Britt
saying?
is just texting with all
Thank you,
of her-
Britt. Oh, see?
all the
Man.
stupid signs.
Look at those.
Whatever. That
Yep.
looks way too bright in the day to be real.
And
You
wait
know,
a
she
second.
just-
All right, you Google
she
image.
just Google imaged.
$3.98
Yeah,
a
this
gallon.
isn't local.
Well, that's
You just-
diesel.
come
but
on, bro. Come on.
$3.39 a gallon for regular gas. That's not true, Britt. Unless you went to California for some weird reason. But man, we were just reading this story about some gas stations across the country here locally too. This happened last night where somebody hacked into the system and changed the price of gas to 2 cents per gallon.
Yeah, it
at the
affected
Circle
Albuquerque.
K.
Affected Albuquerque. Dang it. Okay, look, I get it, guys.
Nope,
we are
flooding.
now
Keep 'em going.
actually being flooded by people.
Yeah, we are.
Including friends who are like texting me personally going, homie, this one's right down the street from your house.
Yes,
and
you're
it's
right. I'm
not
wrong. I'm sorry.
digital.
That's right.
Let me live in a utopia future where everything has gone digital.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a utopia, actually. I still listen to vinyl.
You might live in another reality, actually. You know? I'm not moving on until we get at least 1,000 of these gas station photos.
Speaking of, coming up at 8:30, we got our boy Jason Mills in studio, pastor at Calvary Nob Hill, and he always comes in when we talk nerd stuff. How about this, bro? As you talk alternate realities, there's a giant theory suggesting, what if none of the Avengers actually died? Imagine a world, if you will, where the snap wasn't necessarily the end.
What?
What if with all that near infinite power of the Infinity Gauntlet, he simply split the reality into two halves?
This is Nerd City.
To where like half of the dudes that disappeared are on some other plane of existence in an alternate reality. And like this whole movie is like, yo, dog, we got to get back to Earth.
Earth?
Yeah, bro. Will Smith. He shows up.
Earth?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. He's the Falcon's brother.
No, come on.
I just made that up.
Okay. You know?
Yeah.
8:30, we'll dive deep into nerd.
Yeah, we don't have to go into that because
Nerd-
Jason's going to be like, actually, because of the quantum realm physical reality, it's imperceptible to the naked eye.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I don't want to talk about that. All shut down.
Right.
Like, there's so many like crazy theories, and I'm like, who has time for this?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who has time to just sit there and go, actually, I was just in my light reading this week, catching up on quantum realm physics.
Stop it.
And
Stop it.
You see, Scott
Stop.
Lang, when he was in the quantum realm.
In the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking at so I'm at KOB because we were doing that story, and I'm looking at all these headlines, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't
what-
look at the news. Nobody
what
wants to
the
look
heck,
at the news.
man?
Nobody wants to look at the news.
I'm trying to find one good news story, and the only good news story is the people that stole the 2 cent per gallon gas.
But that's not good news, man. Somebody's getting fired, yo.
Yeah, it's
Somebody's
crazy, right?
losing their job.
Yeah. Or is it their fault though? Is it the gas station attendant's fault? If you're on duty and that's like your shift, are you in trouble knowing that all like the Circle K's across the country had the same problem? Yeah. Like if you didn't stop it within because Andrew said there was a line of cars. So obviously somebody like posted on Facebook and Instagram like the 2 cents a gallon, and people flooded to the gas station before they realized that it was
This is
hacked.
why no one will ever go digital now because of this hack. Because
Exactly.
people are like calling me out like, yo, that gas station by your house that you just said is totally digital, analog.
Thank you. Yep, Steve-O, I think you want things
I live in a
to
weird
be
dimension.
a certain way. In reality, though,
Yeah.
they're not.
Let me live in my own reality.
Huh.
Yes, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
I'm a type 4 dog. I'm an
Yeah.
individualist, okay?
Yep. I
Let
just
me be
appreciate
contrary.
the Starmy having my back here, you know? Just calling you out big time. Sending in photos. It's great. I
Hey,
just
man,
love it.
do you want a good story before we go to break?
Oh, yeah, I wanted you to share the story. Yes.
Imagine this.
Okay.
You're 46 years old. You're in good health. You're a communications consultant from Richmond, Virginia.
Cool.
You
That's
do
cool.
Taekwondo with your family 3 times a week.
Ooh, Taekwondo?
You bikes and skis. And you have no history of heart problems. So you get your new nerd watch and you're like, yo, dog, I've gone digital. Like all the gas station signs.
Okay.
So this dude's got this Apple Watch, and all of a sudden the application on the launch sounded off right away with this atrial fibrillation.
Wait, it's got a defibrillator in the Apple Watch?
No, like not something you've ever heard of, right? I've never heard of this. But he was like, since I'm in pretty decent health and never had a problem before, I didn't give it much thought. I figured something was glitchy, so I set everything down and I turned my Apple Watch off for the night.
Okay.
Next morning, over breakfast with the 7-year-old daughter, puts his watch on. Right away, AFib. He said,
AFib?
So I shut everything down and turned it back on, tried it again. Same result, same result, same result. So then he's like, whoa, this is weird. He asked his wife to try it on. Hers came back, normal. Put it on the other wrist, normal. So then he was like, put it on his left wrist on top, AFib. Put it on his left wrist on the bottom, AFib. Switched it back to the right wrist, same thing. So then he started getting like weirded out because the watch just kept screaming atrial fibrillation at him.
Right, yeah.
Commonly called AFib or AF, is a specific kind of irregular heart rhythm. If left untreated, the rhythm's gonna get you.
You're gonna have a stroke.
Yeah, and a stroke is no joke. So what did El DeBarge do? He drove to a nearby urgent care center. Parking lot was full. Waiting room crowded.
Oh my
So he was
gosh.
like, this is stupid. Oh, I hate my stupid watch. I'm going to be here for hours over a glitch. I've got meetings. I got stuff to do. I don't have time to sit here and wait. But then he looked down and checked the watch one more time. AF, bro.
AFib.
Yeah. And so he waited.
High blood pressure, heart attack, coronary artery disease, abnormal heart valves, heart defects you're born with.
Yeah, bro.
AFib.
AF. So he felt like a hypochondriac. He's like, seriously, I'm explaining that my watch told me something was wrong. And I'm like, listen, this is stupid. I promise you I didn't WebMD anything, but this is what it keeps saying. So I got a wife and kids. I figured I'd at least do my due diligence. So they freaked out, and they immediately gave him an EKG by a technician, who then immediately called for a doctor and was like, yeah, bro, you're AF.
But he didn't feel any different? He just felt normal?
Not at all.
That's crazy.
Never known about this. Never had this problem.
What?
And the doctor said, yep, you're an AFib. This thing may have just saved your life.
Your Apple Watch can detect that?
Yeah. So he started learning about AFib and what its impact can be and how important it is to get notice of it really early in your life. And he started talking to doctors, trying to decide whether it made sense to do a transfer to a hospital right away, because he's like, what is
So like
happening?
basically you're about ready to have a stroke. You're gonna have a heart attack most likely.
Dude, so they're like, nah, man, take this seriously. So the doctor referred him to a cardiologist for an outpatient visit. Did an exam, EKG, ultrasound. Yep.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Dealing with the case of atrial fibrillation that he never knew, and he probably wouldn't have known about had he not gotten an Apple Watch.
Is it the newest Apple Watch that he had, or which series
it doesn't
is
say.
it? You know?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
What's crazy is earlier in the year, he had chest pain, and the doctors diagnosed him with heartburn because an EKG produced normal results. So they're like, you're heartburn.
Wow.
So like just as recently as late spring or early summer, everything was ideal and perfect. And then sometime after that, heart just started being all weird on him.
That's crazy, man.
Yep.
Dude, what? Do you realize everybody's going to run out and get an Apple Watch now?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. AFib can be linked to smoking, alcohol abuse, high blood, obesity, which don't apply to him at all. Like at all. Look at this dude.
That's what's crazy. He looks
Great
healthy.
health.
That's me.
Super great.
Like, I got to get this.
Taekwondo 3 times a week. Biking.
See, it's
skiing
genetics,
with the fam.
man. That's what stinks. It's genetics. That's what I have. It runs in my family.
To be fair, only the Series 4.
Oh my gosh, I have to get a Series 4?
Right. I was just about to say that this is true. Actually, the Apple Watch Series 4, the latest version, all versions can monitor heartbeats, but you have to download certain softwares. You have to turn it on in the settings. So the Series 4 actually produces EKGs.
Hold on, Steve-O. Starmy, do you want Dex to die?
Okay.
Of defib?
AFib.
That's what I said, Steve.
Yeah, bro.
I'm probably in AFib. What'd you say, AFib?
Yeah.
AFib right now, and I don't even know it because I don't have an Apple Watch. Watch. Christmas gift, maybe. Back to you, Steve-O.
Okay.
Well, I'm not taking your Apple Watch when you donate it to me.
No,
after
man,
you
go ahead, man.
upgrade. It won't work. That's crazy, man. I can't believe that.
Yeah. So
especially he didn't have any signs.
Now, to be fair, doctors still say it's like a wait and see approach when it comes to the technologies of the Apple Watch, because they one doctor said, I have patients come in and tell me my heart rate's 100. And then they put a more accurate monitor on them, and you don't necessarily see the same data all the time. So with the Apple Watch, it's kind of like, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
However, in this instance, yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, dude.
Gosh. All right. Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah, I'm going to forward this story to Chrissy.
Yeah. You guys need an upgrade.
I'm 40, dog.
Yeah,
I'll
right?
be dead soon.
All right, we have to take a break, guys. We have to. Coming up at 9. Man, you don't want to miss it. If you're a fan of the classic Crime, or there's a band you probably have heard before, maybe you haven't.
Vocal Few!
Matt and Christy. They'll be in 9 o'clock. Talk about their big show tonight at Calvary, Albuquerque. That's right, everybody. They're throwing down tonight. Concert. Give you all the details here in a few. We'll be right back.
Alexa, what's your favorite radio station?
Star 88.
Alexa, why is Star 88 your favorite radio station?
Because I can sing along with every song.
You know, it'd be cool if I could use you to play Star 88.
You can. All you have to do is say, Alexa, play Star 88.
That sounds simple. Let's give it a shot. Alexa, play Star 88.
Star 88 from TuneIn.
New Mexico's Christian hit music station, Star 88.
How can we stand in sure victory against our spiritual adversary when the devil is so powerful? Pastor Greg Laurie points out our adversary is no match for our Lord. Important insights on spiritual warfare this week on A New Beginning from Pastor Greg's series from all 4 Gospels called God Came Near. Tune in for A New Beginning.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
I was in a restaurant not too long ago, and a very fine-looking family sat down, bunch of sons and daughters, and they had a big table, and their meal came, and they all bowed their heads and prayed. I thought, I love that. And so that was a fantastic testimony. But sometimes, Christians get weird about this in public places. They'll pray really long prayers or really loud prayers. Lord, we call upon your name now. People are looking, what's going on? Here's a little rule of thumb to keep in mind. Your prayers in public should be short, and your prayers in private should be long. That's how it is in the Bible. In private, pray long. But in public, pray short. Here's your objective when the food comes. Give thanks for the food. Ask God to bless the food. Eat the food.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
If I didn't know what it hurt like to be broken, then how would I know what it feels like to be whole? If I didn't know what it cuts like to be rejected, then I wouldn't know the joy of coming home. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. If I didn't know what it looked like to be dirty, then I wouldn't know what it feels like to be clean. And if all of my shame had Lord, your will be done here in my heart as in heaven. Father, let your kingdom come. Let your will be done here in my heart as in heaven. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay. 'Cause the one who owns the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright. 'Cause the one who owns the stars is holding my whole life. Now I'm alive in you. I'm bursting at the seams. And now I'm alive and I see you in everything. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay.
We are messengers. Maybe it's okay. Star 88. 804.
High today of 54 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
It's hard enough to find gifts for Christmas, but what do you get? A hipster. Hipsters are ironic anti-fashionistas that can be the worst to shop for because they're so smug and hateable. Here are some ideas. Scrunchies. Hey, look at me. Pan Am Flyer Miles. Hey, look at me. Underoos, especially Spider-Man. Hey, look at me. Braces that go around the head.
I love these.
What? A Pontiac. Look at me. ColecoVision. 7-Up Gold. You can always go for tiny hats. Hey, look at us. Happy holidays, hipsters.
Yep.
Best thing I've ever heard. A Pontiac.
A Pontiac. Hey, look at me. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Yes,
man.
even to all the hipsters.
That's
Yes.
right.
Can you believe the hipster is still a thing? You know?
Yeah.
Welcome to it, guys. You know, we were just talking about the new Series 4 Apple Watch saved the dude's life because
Yeah.
of AFib.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it okay to give someone exercise gear for Christmas? Is that considered exercise gear?
No, that's definitely not exercise gear.
But yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's gear and you use it to work out.
I mean,
so you can
use
monitor.
it to monitor.
Yeah.
Is it okay to get people? Like, what are you trying to say? Like for your quote big friend or what? Like, what do you mean? Like, oh man, if I get this person
All right.
weights or something, they're gonna think I think they're fat.
What if I got Andrew like a weight vest?
Okay.
You know, the
Is
ones
he
that
into
have.
it?
I don't know.
He's not. So don't do that.
You know?
You know he's not.
What if I got, Carol down in accounting at P90X?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. You know, Kara down in HR. What if
Yeah.
I got her the Tower 200? Got a
Where
door,
you
you got a gym.
Where are you getting all this money from, man?
I'm just
That's
asking,
not
you know?
cheap.
You know, I'm just asking.
If you got me like a, I'm trying to think of what you would even give me, like a kettlebell or something.
What if I got you
Chrissy
a
got me
Bowflex,
that one
dude?
year for like birthday, Christmas.
We've got, like, somebody gave you a kettlebell?
Chrissy did.
See, it'd be funny if you, like, wanted a kettlebell, but if you didn't ask for a kettlebell and
Yeah.
you got a kettlebell, that'd be super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if like somebody in your office or a family member or friend was like talking about how they wanted to do that in the new year? I feel like it'd be acceptable, right? Because
Yeah.
you're just pushing them towards their goal. Like, hey, you said you want to do this. You're never going to start until you actually start. So here you go.
By the way, if anybody wants to get rid of their treadmill, just let me know. I know a guy. How many of you out there use it as coat hangers? You know what I'm saying?
You want a treadmill?
Yeah, bro.
Where are you going to put a treadmill?
The Petersons.
Yeah, I know.
I'm worried about Bill. He really needs to get on it. So they surveyed, they asked people a crucial Christmas gift question. Is it cool to give someone exercise gear as a present if they didn't specifically ask for it? And 45% of people say, No.
Yeah.
Don't do that. 25% say it's okay, and 30% aren't sure. Especially if you're in a relationship. I don't know if you should do the whole like, hey, I got you a gym membership for Christmas.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Think I'm fat? Don't do that. Even guys are sensitive these days. Girls, don't give guys a gym membership because they're sensitive. Yeah. I had a friend who freaked out over that. It's like, my girlfriend got me a gym membership. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways. Are we getting
Yep.
All right. Well, good. 505-585 live. You can text into the show. Also, we're live on YouTube and twitch.tv. Hang out with us.
Okay.
Coming up at 9, we have a guest. 2 guests, actually. Classic Crime. You remember those guys? Let me play a little for you. That's Matt, singer for Classic Crime. Let him and his wife. They're going to be hanging out with us at 9. Throwing down. They're going to be at Calvary tonight, guys. It's a full concert.
I'm so stoked on this. 6:30 to 8, Vocal Few, hanging out. They got a 2016 Christmas EP called Snowdrift, and it's basically good Christmas music. It's like, you don't love Christmas music? Try this.
I love it.
Oh gosh, I love them so much. I can't wait. 9
What time does it
o'clock.
start? 9 o'clock?
No,
wait.
tonight is 6:30, bro. They will be on the air at 9 a.m.
That's right.
6:30 p.m. tonight,
That's
Calvary
right.
Church.
That's right, Steve.
Yeah.
That is right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. You had something you wanted to share.
No.
Oh, no? You said you had a story.
Oh, do you want me to talk about that
Oh,
now?
that was for Comics Corner. My bad. That's right.
We have
That's right.
so many people chiming in about the gym memberships.
Yes,
though,
go
man.
ahead. Gym membership.
Somebody says I love working out. I would love those presents. Somebody else said I got a gym membership for Valentine's Day. Oh.
Is that okay?
I know. I want to know. They didn't say. Somebody said if you know they like working out already, then yes. If they don't, then no. Might send the wrong message.
Yep.
Same things chiming in. If the person's into fitness, sure. If not, stay away from fitness equipment.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
45% of people said, no, don't do that if they didn't specifically ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like me, I specifically asked for an Apple Watch Series 4. So if you give me a Series 3, I'm going to be really bummed.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I specifically asked for Under Armour gear or Onnit gear, okay? If you get me Nike, I'm going to be super bummed. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you're saying, bro. No need to yell.
It says women are definitely more against unsolicited exercise gifts than men. 49% of women say it's not okay versus 41% of men. I'm telling you, man, it goes both ways. Men are very sensitive in 2018. You get them a gym membership or exercise equipment, they're gonna think that they're fat. You know?
Yeah.
They're gonna think that you want them to be all ripped and that you want them to have abs. You know? I'd like to have abs just once in my life.
Just once, bro.
You know?
Just.
Have you always wanted that?
once.
Oh, wait, you have that. Never mind. You're so ripped.
Okay.
Anyways, what do you want for Christmas, dude? Not for me because we're not doing gifts. I'm just saying, what is it that you want?
Nothing. I don't know.
Like if you could have one gift right now, just one gift, anything, what would it be?
What?
Name it.
Well, after that terrible story we just shared, I want the new Apple Watch. So
You
I
want
don't
the Series
die.
4?
Honestly, I haven't thought about it. Is that terrible? I don't really
Not at
do
all. It's not terrible.
presents.
That's not your love
You
language.
are seriously throwing me off. I'm like, I don't know.
You haven't really thought about it? You have
No.
everything you want?
We don't really do that, Chrissy and I. Is that weird?
No, I don't think it's weird. I think a lot of couples are like that.
Right now, it's like
Especially if you have kids. You just kind of focus on the kids.
Yeah. So seriously, I honestly haven't thought about really getting anything for Christmas. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So I sometimes it's like, whoa, what'd you get for Christmas? I don't talk about it. But yeah, I don't know. We don't really. Man, you actually really threw me off.
Yeah, you have no idea.
An Apple Pen.
And what? An Apple Pen? They make those?
Yeah, for my iPad. My new iPad, like the iPad I have, you can write, like if you have an Apple Pen, I could do notes and I could draw and I could do things. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. I honestly, I haven't thought about it.
Why is Landon calling me a spoiled brat?
I don't know.
You know? Just because I know what I want?
What do you want?
Well, I definitely would want a $10,000 gift card would be nice.
Maybe a Little Caesars franchise. Thanks for that, Kevin.
Kevin said he wants a Little Caesars franchise.
Dude, so
That's
random.
so good. You know
It's
what?
like, I'm writing
Hey,
that down.
I asked.
Writing it down.
I put it out there. It's like, what do you want? If you could name anything you want right now, what would it be?
That's true, and I went small with an Apple Pen.
Yeah, Apple Pen. I said a $10,000 gift card. Kevin said, I want a Little Caesars franchise.
Yeah. I want peace on earth, goodwill toward men, and a Chuck E. Cheese.
Jess, you're so nice. She said I was perfect.
Well, duh. Of course you did. Are you kidding me? I'm like, all right, we get it. Hearts. Cool, we get it.
I'm blushing.
Somebody says, I really think adults should stop giving other adults presents for Christmas. Just make it about the kids. That's really what we do.
That's the thing, yeah.
That's really what we do. We go big for the kids. And then birthdays for each other, we go big.
Yeah.
So, but we don't really, yeah.
What do you do if, like, I have a friend who has 3 kids and 2 of them aren't talking to him? Do you still get them Christmas presents?
Yes, bro.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you do.
I'll pass that on.
You
to my
have
friend.
to, yeah, pass that on to your friend. Tell your friend he still needs to get all 3 of them Christmas gifts because it like takes away their point that he's never around and absent.
Well, you didn't have to go that far.
No,
I didn't
well,
want to put him on blast like that.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? Your friend? I'm talking about your friend.
He's
bro.
always
Clearly,
around.
this is like a random human. So it's like, hey, it would go a long way to show like it doesn't matter. You could try and shut me out, but I'm still going to
Wow,
give
you know
a
what?
Christmas
Hey,
gift.
I didn't,
What?
The guy didn't want all of that,
You
spilled
don't
on
know.
the radio.
You don't know that. Maybe he
specifically asked me to say what I said, and then you spilled more.
Maybe we're thinking of 2 different people.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, when I talked to him, he was telling me that like he wasn't
Mike Garofalo.
Yeah.
Mike Garofalo, you know?
Yeah.
Mike
No.
Garofalo's going through a hard time right now.
Yeah,
2 of his
bro,
kids don't
pray,
talk to him.
Pray for him.
Yeah.
Pray for him.
You know,
man.
they're in the teens.
Yeah,
and
a
they just,
weird phase.
Weird phase.
And it's like, you're never there.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, social media? That's weird because I swear you're always there. So.
Oh, look at there. We got to go break. Gosh, I've dumped us 15 times already this morning. Shout out to Mike Garofalo, though, man. He's really going through it. He's been going through it for a long time. All right. Guys, we have to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Tony Evans. This is a Stardy 8 Supernova.
The Lord says in 1 Corinthians 11:3, every man is under Christ. It says Christ is under God. Every man is under Christ. A woman is under a man. And children are under parents. There's an order. You break the order, you jack up the covenant. Once you mess with that order and start flipping and tweaking and doing all that stuff, the covenant disintegrates in its effectiveness. There was a chain of command. Thirdly, there were rules, governing guidelines, things that you were responsible for. Here are the 2 rules. These are the only 2 rules. You get these 2 rules, you get every other rule falls under these 2 rules. Love and respect. It says a man is supposed to love. It says a woman is supposed to hold in high esteem, respect. He's supposed to massage her heart. She's supposed to massage his head.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Stardy 8 Supernova.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
Although the sprinter was nursing an injury to his leg that could impact the coming race, he waited for the gun. As it sounded, not only did he distance himself from the rest of the pack and win the race, he set the school record. During an interview a few moments later, the injury that could have kept him from running the race was mentioned. In response, he says, "You can't focus on the past, or it will become your future." The simple wisdom in that statement surprised me because there are many people that do allow their future to be controlled by their past. By harboring feelings of regret, hurt, and anger, some never discover peace and healthy relationships. Many allow their sorrow to determine the outcome of plans not yet made and a future not yet written. Although you may have to deal with the consequences of your past, you can move on to a better future. Every day you can wake and know that God is in your corner. He's forgiven you for yesterday's sin, and He wants to be active in your life. With His help, you can live a successful, meaningful, and vibrant life.
Groundwire.net. To find out more, click on groundwire.net. Groundwire.net.
I'm one of the usual suspects. I'm an unlikely candidate. I never deserve such grace. If you know me, you know I've been changed. You and me, we're not that different. Truth is, don't want you to miss this. Beautiful, beautiful purpose you were made for. Honestly, I could say it 100 ways. I could tell you 1,000 times. But if you really want to see redemption, take a look at my life. I'm not who I was before. Look in my eyes. I'm not hiding anymore. Yeah, we all fall short of perfect, and I'm the living proof. So if you think God's love can never find you, take a look at my life. My life, my life, my life. My life, my life, my life. So tell me all your misconceptions, 'cause I know I felt how you feel. You are not alone. We all need something real. And I could say it 100 ways. I could tell you 1,000 times. But if you really want to see redemption, take a look at my life. I'm not who I was before. Look in my eyes. I'm not hiding anymore. Yeah, we all fall short of perfect, and I'm the living proof. So if you think God's love can never find you, take a look at my life. My life, my life, my life. My life, my life. If you've been running from the truth, and if you've been searching for some proof, the evidence is right in front of you. In my life, I'm not who I was before. No, I'm not hiding. Take a look at my life. Take a look at my life. I'm not who I was before. Look at my, take a look at my eyes. I'm not hiding anymore. Yeah, we all fall short of perfect, and I'm the living proof. So if you think God's love can never find you, take a look at my life. Just take my life, my life. Just take my life, in my life. My life, my life, my life. My life, my life, my life, my life, my life, my life.
Brandon Murphy, my life, my life, my life. It's 8:21. Good morning.
High today of 54 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Whoa. Good morning. Coming up here in just a few, Pastor Jason Mills. We got some nerd talk for you guys, and girls. That's right. We're going to talk about Plastic Man. I can't believe Plastic Man's a real thing. Anyways, good morning, YouTubers. Good morning, Twitchers. Thanks for hanging out with us at Star 88 FM. And coming up at 9, Matt and Christy. They're going to be throwing down tonight at Calvary. You know, Matt from the Classic Crime. Remember him?
Yeah.
You know Christy. You remember her, right?
Yeah. I love the vocal few, man. You're talking to a fan right now.
I know I am.
6:30 to 8 tonight, Vocal Few concert right here at Calvary Church in the main sanctuary.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude, taking the place of the Wednesday night service.
Lay it on us, bro.
Free Christmas concert.
This is worth every penny.
I know.
It's free, actually.
It's a family event too. Bible Island is going to be open for children in the nursery through 5 years old, but everybody else, main sanctuary dog.
Nice.
Main sanctuary. I've given the head nod like 3 times.
Main
Like 3
sanctuary.
times.
That's
I keep
right.
doing this number. Did you think I was just doing this like Stevie
Main
Wonder thing?
sanctuary.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Jason was at the door
Jason
like a
man.
kid, hanging out, and I'm going, head nod. Head nod.
Hey, use the mic over there, dude, so everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Welcome.
Welcome, dude.
Pastor Jason Mills.
Head nerd.
Head nerd of Calvary Knob Hill.
Head clan nerd. Do you call yourselves a clan?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
I'm from South Carolina. No,
Oh,
we do not.
Yeah. Grand Wizard? No.
I have played a wizard, but
Oh.
not like that.
Because you kind of look like a wizard, so.
I kind of feel like a wizard sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I hit the button?
Go for it.
I was told by my kids I'm not allowed to use the Nerd Talk voice anymore because I sound like this YouTuber guy. And I'm like, that dude stole my voice.
I'm a nerd.
For real.
I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously.
I've been a nerd since I was born. Maybe not since I was born.
Yeah.
Although this morning I was told we're not allowed to call it Nerd Talk anymore.
Why?
Because we're not nerds.
Nerd.
How are we not nerds?
Exactly, right?
and who is they?
You know, they
They that are
you know,
them?
President
Wait.
Trump's people, bro.
You mean they like the Rowdy Roddy Piper movie?
They were, oh, dude. Well done.
What'd you say, homeboy?
Yeah.
That's right. You want to challenge my nerd cred?
Rest
Come
in
at
peace,
me,
dude.
bro.
Rest in
A
peace.
nerd, according
Seriously.
to, like the dictionary, is a person seen as overly intellectual. That's maybe just you. Obsessive. Definitely me.
Yeah.
Introverted or lacking social skills.
I completely disagree with the definition. The way that I define a nerd is someone who is passionate about a particular thing that brings them joy, and they are obsessive and are interested in the minute details. And so I would consider Brian Nixon a nerd. He
See-
is a history buff. He is a history nerd. He's a Bible nerd.
Yeah, I agree with
Right?
that.
So it's not about what you love. It's about how you love it.
I
See,
disagree.
according to Merriam-Webster, it's an unstylish, unattractive, definitely
That
no,
has changed.
That was
man.
the 80s.
socially inept person.
But
This is
does,
coming from a person whose first name is Miriam.
pocket, pocket protector on there?
One slavishly
Slavishly.
devoted to intellectual or academic pursuits.
Yeah, the nerd has changed a lot.
No,
It's
dude,
evolved.
that's from the 80s, bro.
Yeah, that's the way a nerd was in the 80s.
Yeah, now we run the world.
Yeah, you do.
So can you still be called a nerd then? Because that's
Absolutely.
not
Nerd.
necessarily the definition anymore.
It's not the definition anymore. 'Cause we've
That
changed
sounds
it.
like the definition of a geek. A geek to me was always the technical person that knew all the
Right.
intellectual things.
Right. So that's the thing. That line is definitely blurring.
Mhm.
So, okay, I'm
Blurred
gonna.
lines.
So here's
I
the
know you
thing:
want it.
the
What?
original word for geek was part of a sideshow act at a carnival. Those are the guys who would eat weird things like a chicken head or swallow swords. They were a geek, right? And so this is someone who's a social outcast and does weird things. And the word nerd was actually invented by Dr. Seuss.
You're going to live alone your entire life because you're a nerdy, dorky geek.
See, we just had a
False.
member of the Stormy chime in. Brandy said that we are definitely geeks, not nerds.
I don't know about that.
But
'cause
I think
here's
they totally flipped the definition. Revenge of the Nerds. They were technical,
but
like,
that was the
socially
80s.
awkward, like nerds.
Yeah, that was the 80s. I think the whole definition has changed.
I'm a comic geek. She
so,
said.
yeah, I think a geek really does have a more of a connotation now of a person who is a bit more technical. Like, I think there's a lot of geeks who work at the labs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas a nerd now has this kind of veneer of pop culture obsession. And I think you can be quite stylish and have lots of friends.
Got to change the
Steve-O.
name of the show, bro. Can't call it Nerd Talk.
Okay, I thought it was
We're not
Comics
nerds.
Corner, so.
We're not nerds.
Yeah, whatever. I'm a nerd.
It's geek. We need to come up with a new
Okay,
name.
yeah. We'll keep workshopping
What
that.
rhymes with geek?
Geek Freaks.
Geek out.
Yeah, Geek Out. That's a guy. Actually, not bad.
Geek Leak.
Geek Out.
Ooh,
Geek Week.
the Geek Leak. And
The Geek
it'll be
Leak?
like
Yes.
where we leak
Yes.
new stuff.
Yes.
Because I've got 3 stories this morning
Yes.
on different new
The Geek
spoilery
Leak.
things.
Or you can go the Geek League and have people join the Geek League.
That's too nerdy. what I
Whatever,
did there?
dude.
See what I did there?
Whatever.
Geek Street.
Geek Street.
Geek Speak.
Geek Street sounds
Geek
like our
Speak's pretty good.
geeky like street gang.
So we're geeks, not nerds. According to Merriam-Webster, a geek is like an enthusiastic or expert, especially in a technological field or activity. So you would be like a computer geek.
Yeah.
Because it's like I always think geeks were the technical people, but
Yeah, they're a comics nerd or they're a computer geek. But the thing is that man, that Venn diagram is almost a complete
we're
circle.
geek chic.
Yeah.
Nerd. You called me a nerd. Someone in there
Dude.
called me a.
Anyways, I think we need to move on, fellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Geek is pop culture, nerd is smart. That's what I'm being told.
Geek speak. I like geek
Geek gab. Wow. Okay.
No, not that.
Geek speak.
Geek speak.
I like the geek leak because
Geek leak.
I've got some things to say.
Leak it. Do it.
Mark Hamill talked
Rest in
yesterday
peace.
on his role.
Sorry.
He's not dead, man.
Oh, okay. That movie I watched wasn't a documentary.
No.
Okay.
He talked about his role on Star Wars Episode 9. That's right, friends. He's going to be a part of Episode 9, even
He's
though
gonna
he
be a
totally
ghost.
whisked away to nothing. Or did he? Because there are actually people now saying, what if that wasn't like Obi-Wan status? But I'm like, dude, if they do that, I'm going to be so mad. Because that's what Yoda did. That's
Yeah.
what Obi-Wan did. He's dead, bro.
Yeah,
He's gone.
that's a well-established thing that when Jedi who are really strong in the Force, when they die, they don't die. They just kind of fade away into the Force and can become Force ghosts.
So he said, I still have to go over and do Episode 9. Most of the parts I have coming up besides Star Wars are voiceovers. There's one very big one, high-profile one. I can't announce that yet, but I'm really excited about
Star
it.
Wars. Is that the one with the bear?
So I'm like, is he coming back to do the Joker again one last time? Like, what's he doing? Like, what do you
Trickster.
mean? Big,
Trickster.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know. Doing a voiceover. Anyways,
Oh, that's awesome.
he talked about his role, which we won't get into because I don't want to get too spoilery. But what was interesting is he talked about how times have changed. Like back in the 70s, he said he got the first Star Wars script and he was like, this is the goofiest thing I've ever read.
Oh, yeah.
And he passed it off to his best friend and was like, dude, will you read this and tell me if you think this is worth it? And his best friend read the entire script for Star Wars, who then said, wow, this is really weird. Can I give this to Meredith? And he said basically his entire circle of friends
Read
the entire Star Wars A New
Oh
Hope
my
script.
gosh.
Because it wasn't a thing then.
People would have been assassinated these days.
Yeah, he said nowadays it's like working for some secret deep state government
Yeah.
organization, like being in the CIA, where they send rewrites over to Prague on this dark red paper that gives you a headache. And true. Okay. That's impossible. It's actually true. J.J. Abrams has gone back to using red paper. For
Yeah.
those that don't know, that's like you can't photocopy it,
No,
which
the contrast is all weird.
here's the weird thing. It's 2018.
How about a picture from your iPhone?
Right.
Yeah.
What?
But then there's metadata and they can track it back to you.
That's true. That's impossible. Okay. He said they wound up letting me keep a script when they were doing The Last Jedi, but Mark Hamill was the only actor on set that was allowed to have a copy of the script on set.
Because he's been with them so long.
Right? And they gave him a specific safe
Yeah.
that he had to lock the script in every single night. And when he was on set, he had to carry it with him, and he could not let it out of his sight even when he was filming.
Wow. So basically what you're saying is when he's on that remote island in like the North Atlantic off of the coast of like Ireland or Scotland or something, he's got it like tucked into his like Jedi robes.
I guess,
on,
dude.
on the sly.
I don't know. But for real, he says it's like being in a spy ring because they fly over the rewrites with somebody like handcuffed to this crazy briefcase and then just hand it over to just him.
Wow. That's like when they send a courier to like Europe because you bought something from Tiffany's and it's like a Ming vase or something. Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing. They're filming episode 9 and he really had a situation where they flew rewrites over to him.
Wow.
Dude with the handcuffed briefcase. They popped it open, let him read it.
And then took it
made him
back?
put it back in the briefcase
Wow.
and flew it back to
May the force be with you.
CIA land.
I wonder if that was this general practice or if that particular rewrite was an epic level spoiler. Like, because, you know, you go back to Empire Strikes Back and not everyone knew the big reveal about Vader being his father because the guy in the suit says one thing, but not until James Earl Jones comes on and does the voiceover did they actually reveal what he said.
That's true.
Because when they're filming it, what the guy in the suit said was, Obi-Wan killed your father.
Yeah.
And then that's Mark Hamill's reaction. No. Right. Such your feelings. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when James Earl Jones does it, it's that. And no one knew except like, I think Hamill and maybe Harrison.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, and even, so the guy in the suit, when he goes to watch the movie, he's like, what?
Right.
Like, and he didn't even go to the premiere. He was just like, bought a ticket and watched it and was flabbergasted. So I wonder if it's something on that level where it's just like, that's why the extra security.
Dude, it's, yeah.
You
I don't
guys
know.
like Star Wars?
We can move
little,
on.
yeah.
We can move on.
All right, what's the other one?
Something else that's kind of been in limbo that they hadn't announced yet until yesterday, which makes me very, very happy. The Hollywood Reporter came out yesterday that Marvel is finalizing a deal with Scott Derrickson, who directed the first Doctor Strange. He will be returning to direct Doctor Strange 2 with Benedict Cumberbatch, Benedict Wong, and Rachel McAdams all reprising their roles for a second Doctor Strange. So that's really exciting.
Cool. That's super cool. That movie was great. It was trippy, but great.
The cool thing about that is Scott Derrickson is an amazing dude, believer in Jesus, which is really,
Yeah.
really cool. He started in the horror movie genre specifically on purpose because that's where he could tell the most, quote, spiritual stories
Yeah.
because you can really, Exorcism of Emily Rose or whatever. It's like, we
Yeah.
can really talk about
Yeah,
this.
those
Dark and light.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a really good point that most people don't think about is that horror movies are spiritual movies. Now, we didn't say what spirit, but
Yeah.
they are talking commonly about supernatural things. And
Yeah.
so if you want to do a movie that talks about supernatural things and no one blinks, that's a great place to do it.
Dude. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
anyway, so that's kind of big news, which is really, really cool.
Right.
Also, the reviews are in for Aquaman, and literally everybody is saying DC is better down where it's wetter.
Wow.
Take it from Steve. That's the Little Mermaid. So.
No, I got that. I
thank
you.
But apparently Aquaman is the best DC film since The Dark Knight, is what most everyone is saying.
Yeah, I keep seeing
Which
like
is weird, right?
well, I mean, it's unexpected at least.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jason is like a phenomenal actor,
Yeah.
and he's got that right. I don't know, man. He's just there's something about that character. We talked about this before, but it's like when Iron Man came out over 10 years ago, and everyone's like C-list superhero Iron Man, and now it's like the thing.
Yeah.
Because you can infuse whatever meaning you want into that character because it's not so well trod.
Yeah.
And you don't have. Do you have to do an origin story with Aquaman?
I mean,
Is there one? I mean,
yes, bro. The
I
dad
know.
fell in love
I
with
know.
the
there's a-
mermaid. and
listen,
they had a
I
little
know. There's a
mermaid kid.
I know it's the prequel to Aquaman is Little Mermaid. I get it. So
Hey, don't have
and
a
there's like
cow,
a
bro.
lighthouse and all that. Yeah, but like you don't have to like talk about his tragic backstory or how he's the last son of a dying planet. Like he's Aquaman.
Well, it depends on who you talk to. I'm really interested to see how people like Bill Peterson handle it because
Yeah.
technically he's an illegal immigrant,
Hey,
right?
hey.
Because his dad's American,
no,
but
come
his
on.
mom is from
Yeah.
the ocean, a completely
What?
different country, right? And so he was born in this
no,
other
no.
country, but then his dad held him in America
No.
until he was old enough,
he's
and
a-
he looks like a minority.
He's a dual
They're
citizen.
gonna have
Stop
a
it.
field day with this.
No,
No,
stop
come on.
it. Seriously, thank you, Dex. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
No.
To be fair, Bill Peterson did just chime in saying this is putting me to sleep. And so I'm just saying, I want to know what's going to happen when he sees this film. I apologize because I actually feel like I just gave Bill Peterson an angle because
Yeah.
he always goes so political with
I
these
can't
movies.
wait for Friday.
So political with these. I'm like, shut up. It's Aquaman.
Seriously. Yeah, but all the ads I keep seeing on YouTube and stuff are just phenomenal.
Yep.
They're awesome.
I'm really excited for that. That releases on the 21st, but we're going to have a review of it because I'm going to see it on the 17th.
Wow.
I wanted to take Dex, but I promised my bride that I would take her because Jason Momoa.
Yeah, well, I get that.
And as soon as I said Aquaman, like 3 different people chimed in, assuming ladies. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the Jason Momoa.
We could all
hard
watch
eyes.
him all day, right? Am I right?
I mean, he did host SNL this last weekend.
With
Did
his
anybody
shirt
watch
off?
it?
No. How was it?
I don't know. I didn't watch it yet. I was going to say T-vote it. Does anybody say that anymore?
Apparently
I
you do.
DVR'd it.
Yeah.
I recorded it.
You diverted?
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's really good.
Netflix trolling Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah. Netflix released their 2018 year in review shows we fell in binge with this year, and it was their top 10 shows that were binge-worthy.
Okay.
Let me give you the top 10. On My Block,
Never-
Making a Murderer Part 2.
Yeah, watch that.
13 Reasons Why Season 2.
Didn't get through it.
Nope.
Last Chance You Indie.
Never heard of that.
Bodyguard.
Oh, I did watch that.
Nope.
Fastest
Bodyguard
Car.
was awesome.
Nope.
The Haunting of Hill House.
I'm
Too
still halfway through
scary.
And with an E Season 2.
Nope.
Nope.
Insatiable.
Nope.
Really?
Orange is the New Black Season 6.
Wow.
Nope.
That's the most binge shows of this year.
Really?
Okay. But
I
is it? Because think about what's missing from this list.
Yeah, like all the
Shield.
Marvel.
Literally all of the Marvel.
Yeah.
Daredevil.
They didn't
Luke
put that on there for a
Cage.
reason.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica
They're
Jones.
snubbing them.
Iron Fist Season 2.
Which is
Yeah.
funny because they made those things with Marvel. It's
Yeah.
a Netflix exclusive.
Now-
There's no way.
I know.
Here's what's interesting is
Defenders.
Netflix releases, and this is why we all gotta like just take everything with a grain of salt, especially
Yeah.
when it comes to the internet. Netflix made a point of indicating that the lists and rankings aren't reflective of a show's overall popularity per se,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they never released those details.
but considering that they literally completely disregarded all Marvel shows,
There's no
it just feels like a solid dig.
Is this list like what they think were the most, or is it backed up by hard data?
But that's the thing.
What
They don't.
does
they
they
don't-
call it?
They don't. They don't
yeah.
let
shows
us know.
we fell in binge with.
It was literally detailing the popularity of its top performing content as measured by, quote, a number of metrics that most are saying are imprecise.
Yeah.
right. So there could be also several metrics
It
they chose
included
to exclude.
0 hard numbers.
Yeah, and they never do that. They never include hard numbers. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I haven't even heard of half of these shows.
I
More than
haven't
half.
either.
Yep. Which Daredevil Season 3 was the highest average watch time per viewing session this year, and it's completely devoid. So it's
Yeah.
like, come on, bro.
So did Disney? Do they take all of those shows and then you can binge them over on, or does Netflix
Ooh.
keep them?
That's hard because they were produced by both. Like
Right.
the rights holders are Marvel, but the production company was Netflix. So they would have to ink a deal with Netflix to show it someplace else because it was an exclusive.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Kevin said, wow, I didn't watch any of those. Why do I pay for Netflix? That's a question I keep asking. Like, why do I have all these streaming services?
Yeah,
what do I use?
We went down to 2. We just have Netflix and Amazon Prime because of shipping.
You don't have Hulu,
and
bro?
Twitch.
I'm just kidding.
No, we used to for years. We did, but yeah. So it's so let me ask you this: so have they announced when the new Marvel streaming service is coming out? Like, do we have details on that?
2019.
Sometime in 2019.
Yeah.
Totally for sure. Maybe
They have a teaser web page, but they don't really have.
have they released pricing or anything?
No, here, let's see. Disney streaming really doesn't have anything. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So, because I was going to ask you, are you going to get it? But like, there's nothing to get.
There's really nothing to get. Like, you could go to the website and sign up for updates.
Yes, they'll email you and have your information forever.
Preview.disneyplus.com, and it's like, but you click on the keep me updated,
and nothing
and
happens.
it doesn't do anything.
Is that just your computer? Or?
No, this is like the third time I've gone here. It doesn't do anything. There's no date on it. We know that 2019, but you look at it and it's like Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Nat Geo.
Wow. Those are some
Yeah,
hard hitters.
That one's on the far right for a reason.
And somebody chimed in with a point that is true. The deals were timed, so
Yeah.
Netflix's ownership of them.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Because, I mean, everything that they have, whether they made it or not, has a certain expiration date to it.
Mhm.
But when you think of them as making it, like it's like, Bright is never going to be on like, TBS or something.
Mhm.
Right? Because it's theirs.
I've got a story that doesn't involve movies.
All right, do it.
But totally still nerdy.
Oh, I love this. Go ahead.
Gonna need the police music.
The what? Wait.
The
Bad
police.
Boys, Bad Boys?
No, dude, the police.
Oh.
Sting.
Oh.
Stuart Copeland.
Roxanne.
Yeah, if you have any police.
All right. Well.
I was
But the
I was
version-
really meaning the Cops theme song.
Yeah.
But I said the police, and then I was like, I'd rather listen to police
yeah.
all day.
Can you pull up the Roxanne, the Moulin Rouge version? That one's really good.
No.
Roxanne.
Can't do that.
No?
So
Okay,
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah,
So
so-
sorry.
Is that okay? But
police were called out to St. Paul, Minnesota last Friday for a noise complaint. People were complaining that there were some rowdy dudes in this apartment. And so after a series of noise complaints had been lodged against this apartment complex, the police decided we're going to show up. And I don't mean Stuart Cope. Could you imagine if the police showed up and they were like,
That'd be
oh, you want a
amazing.
noise complaint? And then they just did like a whole live set, all three
yeah,
of
like
them.
that U2 show on the roof. Yeah.
Hey, man. The apartment owner opened the door and was like, oh, great. Here's what he told Yahoo News. We're not troublemakers. We're adults. Sometimes we drink beer. And last
Okay.
week, the police arrived at the apartment. We were enjoying a session of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which had just been released on the Nintendo Switch, bruh.
Right.
So this noise complaint from the neighbors culminated in the police showing up, knocking on the door, and he answers the door, and what could have been like a really tense encounter turned pretty awesome right away, actually.
Did they invite them into play?
So the cops are at the door, and he said he was just standing there, and they were saying, we received a complaint due to noise and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, we're sorry. He said that very thing. We're adults in here. Sometimes we drink beer. You have like this authority figure in front of you. You're like,
It's just
when
confessing
I was
everything.
12, I stole a big hunk from a Circle K.
I think I still have the address. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So
Just starts confessing everything he did wrong.
drink beer, bro. I'm sorry.
And they're like 32. Yeah.
And so he said he just looked at one of the officers and he said, I'm like, y'all want to play Smash? And two of the
here, we got our other homies here. We all about to play some Smash Bros. Right there, bam.
Dude, look at the cops. They're all
hilarious.
playing.
They're all
there's
playing.
footage.
That's actual footage
Wow.
of them hanging out. So he said he asked, y'all want to play Smash? And two of the officers literally raised their hand and walked up and said,
Raise
yep.
it like it's a class.
You can watch
right
the
here.
video. It's like, how do you jump? They were just like chilling and like, yep.
Dude, that's what.
Yeah.
One of them played as Pikachu. He later took to Facebook, posted footage of himself and his friends and the officers enjoying a few rounds of Smash Brothers together.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought that was awesome.
That's super cool. Yeah, I saw pictures of people like waiting in line to get Smash and just super stoked.
I hope she goes to jail.
No, we don't hope.
No.
Nobody's going to jail.
No.
Nobody's going to jail.
Not this time. Yeah, I love it when the police have that chance when people are like, there are loud youths playing basketball outside, and the cops show up and they're like, hey, can we play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool though, right?
Yeah, it is. It's super cool.
Oh man, there's got to be a metaphor in there somewhere about people of faith who, rather than
Complain about culture, get involved in culture.
yes, you have a disagreement. I don't believe the same thing you do.
Exactly.
And so instead of having a rad discussion and maybe coming together and
Yep.
talking and just chilling, maybe over a video game, maybe over something else.
Yep.
They just immediately, it's like, I'm right, you're wrong. And because of that, because the police had a noise complaint.
Yeah.
They had every right to go
shut
in
'em
there,
down, yeah.
to shut it down, but instead it was like, what are y'all doing? Okay, no harm here.
Yeah.
Let's play some video games together.
That sounds awesome.
I loved it.
I love that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, man, our culture has gotten so weird lately, and it's partially politics' fault and partially just the internet culture in general, where people are just like, if we disagree, that means we're now mortal enemies on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you like a certain kind of barbecue, but we don't have the same politics, then suddenly I have to change what kind of barbecue I like because forget that guy.
I saw
it's
the
just like,
strawberry stuff coming out, and I took that up with my finger, and then I took a corner off.
Thank you, Grandma.
what in the world?
She's eating a donut. What? Let her
Sorry
describe
about
it.
that.
Let her,
Okay. Sorry, Grandma.
let her describe her eating a donut.
Okay.
You talked about barbecue, and I think it triggered
yeah.
her.
Yeah. I think it triggers you.
Maybe it's
Sorry
because
about
we
that.
grew up as nerds and it wasn't always trendy and cool.
No.
And so we completely understand when somebody is like, not anti-culture, but just like the minority within culture. It's like,
Yeah.
I understand how that feels. I'll hang out with you.
Absolutely.
I'll
Absolutely.
totally hang out with you.
Yeah, and I love that about the nerd culture we grew up with because we're the same age.
Yeah.
Is that, it was very, like, we were shunned by the rest of society.
Yeah.
And we kind of cloistered together in groups for protection and camaraderie.
Yeah.
And then now there's two paths that you can take. There are some really, some really vindictive nerds who are like, no, I have the power now. You know,
Yeah.
I'm king of the hill. I hold the conch.
yeah.
I will speak.
Look at the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. Back in like the 90s, Flash Thompson was the blonde-haired, blue-eyed quarterback, jock, superstar. And now you look at the new Spider-Man and it's
Manganiello,
like the bully Flash in the new Homecoming was this.
He's Indian.
He's Indian,
Or
and he's
Pakistani,
like,
yeah.
and he's on like the debate team, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean? This elitist nerd guy, and I'm going, this is really weird, man.
Yeah.
Where has culture gone? That's the bully nerd, like,
Yeah, exactly. But I love is that most nerds and most people who were kind of part of that culture growing up in the 80s and the 90s, now they're like, no, we always knew this was awesome. We want to hold the door open as wide as possible so you can come see this awesome thing that we love.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't understand about the 9 novels that was written about this that may or may not be canonical that we've all read and you have, and we get it. It's
man.
fine. I'll explain it to you over a cup of coffee. It's going to be great.
that went nerd deep, man.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Canonical. I love that word.
Canonical.
You get me on that word every time, Dex.
It's a good word, man.
It is
It's
a good word.
Great
It's a
word.
good word.
It's a very good
Canonical.
word. So I know you guys talked to your son Brody the other day when Avengers dropped.
Yeah.
The
new trailer.
The new trailer. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
have you guys exhausted that? Because I'm still like vibrating
Oh,
quietly
dude, I knew
over
it.
here.
Well, see, and the funny thing is, this new theory came out this morning. I was like, we're not talking with Jason about this new theory.
Yeah, we
'cause
are.
It's all quantum realm, and
Yes,
it's
we
all
are.
like crazy
I know this
time
theory.
travel.
I know this
You
theory.
go deep, man. You go, even for me, you go deep. So I will say, if there's one thing I try and steer away from, kind of, it's those theories, because then I think that's what killed The Last Jedi. People had all these theories and ideas about what they wanted it to be.
Sure.
And then Ryan Johnson's like, nah, man, this is my movie and this is what it is. And
Yeah.
people weren't okay with it.
Well, they should be okay with it because it's no different than, you talking about the football game on Monday that you saw on Sunday and saying, well, what they should have done was this.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, that's not what they did, but great conversation. Next.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And so I think probably the biggest, like the most exciting thing in that entire trailer is the last 3 seconds
Mm-hmm.
with Ant-Man there with that brown crappy van.
Yep.
That's the most exciting thing because it has a portable portal inside to the microverse, which, oh my gosh.
So nerdy.
It is. So
You are Mr. Fantastic. Like, it's crazy to me.
I should probably do more yoga if I'm going to be Mr. Fantastic. Maybe get some
Oh,
stretching
gosh.
going on.
See
All
what
right.
he did,
So,
guys?
so the basic idea is this: is that Ant-Man is shrinking down so small that he's going into the realm where like quarks and electrons live.
I'm
and,
sorry, Dex. I'm so sorry.
And all these subatomic
Isotopes.
particles, right? Well, even smaller than that.
I don't know. I was just saying because the
Yeah.
Albuquerque guys.
Which is more of a Simpsons reference, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but the idea there is that when you get down that small, things act weird. And if you were to take the way that things work down that small into our kind of middle-sized, size, it would be super odd. But down there, it makes sense. And that you have these things that are these particles that are quantumly entangled. And what happens to one happens to another, regardless of how far apart in the cosmos they are. This is what science tells us, at least. Okay. And so what you have are things that are reacting to each other across vast distances that are happening faster than light speed, which is the accepted speed limit of the universe. And so something else is happening. You have two things that are acting as though they're in the same place at the same time. And so because of that, you effectively have time travel. And you could go and read a bunch of other cool stuff about this. But, I mean, Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen, this is kind of his jam as well. And so there's this whole theory that because of the microverse, the quantum realm, there is a possibility to go back in time via this and to correct things. And so the whole theory going whatever way they do it in this new movie, it's all about time
It
travel.
better be done well. Can I be honest? I'm so exhausted of that. It's so cheap to me.
Yeah, so I think,
like, think about this, like Back to the Future, Back to the Future, X-Men, like everything. It's always like, oh man, this is crazy. How are we going to fix it? Well, we're not. We're going to time travel. Well, guess what? In real life, sometimes things just suck, and you can't time travel back and fix your problems.
Yeah. No, that's really true.
Like, you can't.
That's really true.
No, Dex, you can't. We'll never find time travel. It's not going to happen.
I don't know.
This
is not real.
We got to get this right once, bro.
Reality will not reference your fanfic. Okay, so the whole thing though is I think that Back to the Future did it so well that everyone else jumped on it for the next couple of decades, and then it just got worse and worse and worse as it went on. So the whole thing though is that you're seeing production stills and sneaky camera shots of them filming the movie, and you see Cap in his old costume, and you're seeing Ant-Man in a different kind of outfit that shows some different kind of stuff. And as one person put it on YouTube, is right before Doctor Strange, spoiler alert, gives the time gem to Thanos. Did you see where he gets it from?
Nowhere.
Where?
So he doesn't just like pull it out of a pocket. He opens his hand, and one of the stars in the background of the night sky gets bigger and turns green and becomes the gem.
I didn't notice that, actually.
We all know he's right.
And it's thank you. And it's glowing. Okay, it's glowing. None of the gems glow unless they're being used.
You're embarrassing yourself.
So where was? I have no shame in this regard.
Stop holding back.
Gosh, this is why I can't talk nerd with you. I'm a geek, you're a nerd.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
Next
That's
level,
it.
guys.
We just discovered it. I'm a geek because I love these things, but you're a nerd because you've read all the quantum physics books.
really
and so
is
you're like, oh,
embarrassing.
actually, let's be realistic.
I'm digging into MIT papers from the 80s. Yeah, no, not
I'm
quite
like,
that bad.
listen, Goodwill Hunting, I'm not on your level. How you like them apples?
I love them apples. Hey, so but no, the whole idea is though is that the gem is glowing when he gives it to him, which means it's being used. So the theory is that when he plucks it out of nowhere, he has sent the gem into the future where he will be, because he's already seen all the futures, to give it to him. So where has it been in the meantime? Did he go back in time and give it?
I've never read any of these theories. This is literally your insane nerd brain. So I'm just like overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a beautiful mind over
I
here.
just thought it was a good movie, yo. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm wildly hallucinating. I see Teo in the corner, and only
Aaron's
I can
like,
see
I
him.
noticed the same thing. Austin's like,
Thank
please
you.
let him keep going. I am loving this, you guys.
And meanwhile, Bill has fallen
we're
asleep
dying
while
a
driving.
slow death.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So
Gosh,
anyway,
it's hilarious.
it's super cool. So there's a lot of ways they can take it, and it does seem to be time travel because, I mean, you even have pictures of Peggy Carter when they're talking about it's got to work, and the next shot is someone who died a few years ago that he missed because he's a man out of time.
Yeah.
Right. And then when they say we all lost someone, friends, family, and the next shot is Clinton Barton, is Hawkeye, Ronan.
Remember, the Starmy chimed in and said, y'all call this segment whatever you want. Listening to you guys talk about this is straight nerd talk, and I love it. It is so interesting. I always find out things I did not know.
I can't, it's hard.
Somebody else said, stop interrupting him. This is incredible. Just go. You know what?
Just go?
Just
How
go.
much?
I'm
what
like,
time
okay,
is it?
well, we're trying to
we have 3 minutes
interject
left.
and be
Okay.
funny. People are getting mad like when we interrupt Beanix and he's
Oh,
saying all
yeah.
these like nerdical things, and I'm like, I don't know if I can hang. This is deep, next level.
No, the TLDR is the too long didn't read version is this, is that Doctor Strange, from the moment he comes out of his time trance thing and says there's this many possibilities, he says we're in the end game now.
Right. And somebody mentioned that, and somebody else said, before it happens, he said, Tony, this is the only, this is how
the
it had
only
to
way.
be. This is
This
the
is
only
how
way.
it had to be.
And so because of that, it's like, so for all of us trusting nerds, we just go, oh, okay, Doctor Strange.
Right. Yeah. And here's the other component of
That's
all.
literally as far as I got. I didn't read any quantum physics books.
So here's the thing, though, is we happen to know that the events of Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, are happening kind of the same time as all this, right? Right? Because they get dusted.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to spoil things. And so the thing is that from the moment that he comes out of that time trance, Doctor Strange, everything he does is working towards that one possibility where they win. And if you watch the battle scene again, it's all delay tactics. Everything is a delay tactic. he gives him in the Crimson Man of Siserac, and there's the big battle, and they're trying to thing.
Podcast, or should we start one?
This is my
people are freaking
podcast.
out, like, can we please make this a segment? I'm like, but we do this every week, but we don't do this every week. This is crazy.
And so the going theory is that the reason he's delaying is he's waiting for Ant-Man to get into the quantum realm where he won't be affected by the time gem because they need him.
This is crazy.
We're playing you out.
Somebody said, seriously, I love how deep into the nerd verse you are going. This is crazy.
Nerd smell is overwhelming.
Yes.
It smells amazing.
Somebody said, I'm actually loving this segment. So much better than when you guys talk sports and I just have to change the channel. So can we please have this every week?
All right, there you go.
But somebody said, but if that's true, then are we assuming the Tesseract is always in use? Because that is always glowing.
No, the Tesseract is not the gem itself. It's an enclosure.
Good call, sir.
Gosh. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It was the Cosmic Cube. No, wait, no, the Tesseract wasn't the Cosmic Cube.
It's kind of the Cosmic
Isn't
Cube.
that a drink, a Sazerac?
No, the Sazerac is the oldest bourbon drink in America. It was crafted in New Orleans in the 1700s.
See, now you're getting me. Good job.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's made with absinthe and rye.
Oh my gosh, absinthe? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's the oldest drink in America.
Wow, that's gnarly.
It's called a Sazerac.
Right.
So.
We got to go to break, guys.
Thank you.
Jason Mills, King of the Nerds, or Geeks, whichever.
No, yeah, you can have the crown. You wear it proudly, sir. We will give you the gauntlet.
I appreciate that.
Take your spell and leave. Matt and Christy going to be joining us. If you don't know who that is, you just wait. You just wait.
It's almost time for Banjit to go to work. Because of her family's poverty, Banjit is forced to work in a place she never dreamed of. Banjit works in a brothel. She spends her nights in a market, selling herself to men for as little as $2. And if Banjit's situation weren't already horrific enough, Banjit is only 11 years old. It's not fiction. Banjit's story is a daily fact for 1.2 million children around the world every year. Yeah, poverty is very, very dangerous for children. But you can become a Compassion sponsor, and for a little more than $1 a day, protect a child like Banjit from the dangers of poverty. Join Star 88 and Compassion and sponsor a child in Thailand on the border with Myanmar. Call 855-293-2323 or click on the Compassion banner at star88.fm.
Skip Heitzig lays down a hard truth in this hotspot. Jesus put it this way. God causes the sun to rise on the evil and the good, and he sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. Remember this when you go through rough times. That suffering is not a measure of goodness or godliness, that it's not like some cosmic karma that happens. Hotspot. Listen to Skip's teachings on the go. Download the Connect with Skip Heitzig app on your mobile device, where you will find veins of Bible gold and nuggets like this. The music of the sanctuary is often forged in the trials of the saints. We benefit from it. Grow in your faith with Skip's reading plans. Search for Skip Heitzig in the YouVersion Bible app. There is a divine, sovereign hand ruling the universe, so that even though bad things happen to good people, even though bad things happen to God's good people, it's not the end of the story. Hotspot.
This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appear. O come thou thine own from Satan's tyranny, from depths of hell thy people save, and give them victory o'er the grave. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Oh, come thou day, spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel shall come to thee, O
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Girls on the cover
That's Britt Nicole, work of art. It is star 88. It's 9:08.
High today at 54 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show. Merry Christmas. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios with two guests. These guests have been a mystery all morning. We
Just to
have not
you, bro.
teased them at all. We
Just
have
to-
not spoken of them
no,
once.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about it all morning.
It's been a secret. We're going to reveal the secret right after we take another quick
no,
break. Oh,
already talked about it.
all right. Guys, I'm really excited to have a beautiful husband and wife. Their names are, hold on a second
Oh
here.
my God.
I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on. Oh, wait. Matt and Christy. That's
you
right,
nailed it.
everybody. Matt and
Thank you.
Christy. Welcome to the show.
Such
Thank
an
you.
idiot.
Thank you. Are we streaming on Twitch?
We're on Twitch.
Yeah.
We're on
Oh.
YouTube Live.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. The name of the band is.
Shut
wait,
up.
Hold on here. Oh, wait. Vocal Few.
There we
guys.
are.
Vocal
That's
Few.
us.
There it is. Wait, hold on.
Unforgettable.
Wait, were you in a 90s band called The Classic Crime?
Yes,
Is
yes.
that what Wikipedia says?
Yes. No, I'm a 90s kid. They always get it wrong.
Oh,
Heck yeah,
my
man.
bad. Sorry.
The
man.
band started in the 2000s.
Yes,
Love
it
it.
did. Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'll stop being an idiot.
I'm kind of like bleach white on Twitch here.
There
I
you go,
think.
bro.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah, there. You know.
Oh,
there
look
it
at
is.
that.
That's
Look
kind of
at-
nice.
That is kind of nice.
Look
You
at
just-
that.
Not by the
Look at the daylight.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Look at-
Matt just
wow.
looks
Christmas
normal.
tree. It's very
Yeah.
festive.
Yeah, but we look creepy. It's like, get close to that light.
Yeah.
Now we're-
Yeah, you look like
Anyway.
internet stalkers.
It looks romantic.
Guys, let me play a little bit from Vocal Few. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Can I play a little clip for you guys?
Sure.
Just so everybody can get a little piece of this, a little taste.
Oh, this is the old stuff.
We haven't made it to our
OG.
destination yet. We still have debts to pay, but remember when
This is in lieu of them singing this morning because it's the morning time. So
I love this. This
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
So this is you two, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Wow.
sort of.
Okay.
Dude, I'm never bringing friends around
It's sort
you
of
ever
us.
again. I hate you.
That's
dude.
that's actually the first song we recorded.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That was
Eh.
the first song you guys ever recorded?
Yeah, and it was written in like 2008, so technically it's 10 years old. But whatever.
I
cool.
gotta go. I'm
Thanks
old.
for playing our new stuff.
Your agent sent us that track. I don't know. You probably take it up with your agent. I don't know.
Dude, that
I
just
fired that guy a long
rocked
time
my
ago.
world. 2008.
Well, no. We didn't start the band then.
Yeah.
We started in like 2011.
But that was the
But
first
yeah.
track you ever recorded.
That's the one I wrote it in 2008, and I
Wow.
recorded it in 2011.
Okay, so what was this conversation like? Like, let's go back in time because Classic Crime, obviously, back in the day when we were a different world and it was called M88, we did this thing called Freedom Fest. You guys came out, played, and
Yeah.
it was huge.
Yeah.
And
We used to play the launch pad. You guys still have
Yeah.
that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally,
It's exactly
totally.
the same.
it is the
It
same.
is?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
smell of urine is
Oh, great.
thick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that place.
So-
Oh, yeah.
We had like a bottle rocket and Roman candle fight in the parking lot once.
Oh,
that
wow.
was just so epic. I'll never forget that place. when you go to 1,000 places, in a
Yeah.
year, like it's hard to remember. But then if you light Roman candles and point them at your friends,
Yeah.
you can really remember those moments.
I'm glad the place didn't blow up though
Yeah.
because it's thick down
Yeah.
there with drugs.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
Has
dude.
it gotten worse, or have I just
yeah.
gotten better?
No,
gotten better.
I don't know, man. I think it's gotten worse.
No, it's gotten better. I actually really like our downtown now. So,
That's
yeah.
good.
But okay,
Yeah.
so you're how long have you guys been married? First of all, like let's talk about that.
13 years, man.
13
Wow.
years.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's awesome.
So Classic Crime's going, and then you guys.
She actually came out on the road for like our first full year of touring
wow.
and did merch and all that. So
Yeah, we basically had just gotten married. And the band got signed like a month after we got married.
Wow.
And then they were going to start to tour like within.
and she's
within that
Canadian,
year.
so she couldn't get
Oh.
a job.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Is this
I
real
had just
life?
moved to the
Yeah.
U.S. and I couldn't work.
You
or-
don't have an accent at all. That was the stupidest thing.
Yeah, no, it's
Well,
fine. Yeah, it
when I'm
comes
really
out.
tired.
It comes out sometimes.
Okay.
How long after
Okay.
you get married do you have to Do you get your visa, right? Is that what it is? Like
Yeah,
a
so-
working visa?
You know, like pre 2001,
Yeah.
post 9/11, it's way more difficult.
Right.
So I'm not even American yet. I'm
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
working on that right now.
She's a permanent resident.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's
I'm
got a
just-
green card.
It took
Wow.
it took a couple years to get my green card. I had like
Yeah.
a temporary residence.
She can
and then-
actually, she can technically say as an immigrant and then
Yes.
deliver an opinion that everyone has to listen to.
So, what are your thoughts right now about? Never mind. I
I can
wanna-
say that too,
I
though.
really want to enjoy our conversation.
I know,
I
right?
don't want to get trolled.
So she,
by-
so since
Oh.
day one, she's been around the band and helped out with the band and everything. And about 7 years into our relationship, what do you know? We're pregnant, and she's like, I don't like. You think when you get pregnant,
happen?
it's just so weird. It's like
Still
I
trying
guess
to
it
figure
just,
it out.
Yeah. and then you kind of tend to think with your first kid, and you know this, Steve,
Oh,
like
dude.
your life's going to be over and everything's going to change. I mean, it does in some sense, but like your goals and your dreams in your life are not over.
Yeah.
You figure it out. You expand your capacity. And anyway, so she was thinking, I have a bucket list of things I want to do before I have a kid and become a mom and become boring and all these things that aren't true.
I had
And-
been bothering Matt about it for a really long time. Like
Yeah.
I had always music was something we enjoyed together from day one, but we never did it in like an official capacity. And so I had said to him, for years, kind of like, "Hey, let's record some songs," and he was always like, "Ugh." Like that's so
That's a lot
much
of
work,
work, man.
I don't want to do all that work. So
Yeah.
finally, but like when I got pregnant, like that was the thing that kind of convinced him and like tipped it over the edge. And so
So we were just going to do 4 songs. That was one of those songs that you guys played.
Yeah.
And so I just went into my friend's basement and recorded these songs. And then I thought, these are pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
maybe we should put them out. And
Yeah.
then I was in Australia and we had this idea, or the Australians have really cool sayings out on the Golden Coast or whatever. They were like, she'll be right, mate. No big deal. She'll be right. And that's what they said about everything. Like nothing's a problem ever.
Right.
It's like I remember like I was like I had like a throat problem and I was backstage and I was telling the tour manager, they give us like an Australian tour manager. I was like, hey man, can we get some water? Just like some bait. Like usually there's a case of water somewhere.
Right.
I asked him that and he was like, yeah, mate, no big deal. Get some right now. Like no big deal. Like she'll be right. And then like 2 hours later, he's still not like they just don't care. They just don't. They're like whatever.
Whatever.
And, but
Dude, your accent is perfect.
That's pretty
Like,
good.
whatever,
well
mate.
done.
I know it's kind of Kiwi too. I don't know. It's a mix, It's funny. We had contests when we were over there. Like the tour manager would say, we'd say do an American accent, and he'd be like, "Hey, dude, let's go to the baseball game, get some hot dogs." So good. I'm like, is that what we sound like? Probably.
That's amazing.
But anyways, so we called the first, like, you're scared about having a kid, and I thought she'll be right she'll be all right, but I called the record "She'll Be Right" because that's what it sounded like they were saying.
Yeah.
So that was our first EP in 2012, and it was kind of based around the birth of our first daughter.
Nice.
Dude,
That's cool.
and you guys are really honest with lyrical content, if you will, because I know when it came back in the 2000s, Tooth and Nail was putting out gooder music
Yeah.
than I think most Christian labels.
Sure.
There was this weird. Like either you were David Crowder doing other people's worship songs,
Right.
or you were, the antithesis where it was like Amberlin, Emery, Under
Sure.
Oath, the Classic Crime, all these bands that were like just being really honest, and it kind of there was like almost a rift where it was just like you
Yeah.
were this type of Christian or you were this type of Christian.
You were kind of on the outs, I think, just by being an alternative. And you wouldn't even say, like, a lot of these bands wouldn't say they were Christian bands,
Right.
even though there was Christian
Like,
guys
we're
in the
Christians,
band.
but we're a band.
But it's like a subculture where they really focused on the music and making the music unique
Mm-hmm.
and able to, stand up to any other music in that scene.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about punk rock or post-hardcore or hardcore scene or just like even like emo rock or anything like that, like that was a scene that was beyond boundaries as far as like religion and faith.
Yeah.
And those bands came up in that scene. It wasn't, but they were like known as the Christian kids in that scene.
Yeah.
But they weren't just playing youth groups or whatever. They were playing in clubs, and so for some people in the kind of established CCM scene, we were seen, and Amberlin and Emery and those bands were seen as like kind of on the fringe, like kind of not. We're not sure about them.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of a divide sometimes, but I don't know. I think that's kind of like part and parcel with growing up. You have boundaries, and then you kind of are able to extend those boundaries a little bit more and extend kind of your circle of understanding and so I don't know. It never really bugged me because like all the kids that like used to think we were kind of edgy, like grew up and were like, you guys are cool.
Yeah. Well, this is what I think it's because generationally it was like at the time you guys were speaking to these like 14, 15-year-olds and then they grew up and had to go through their 20s and realize like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Life's hard.
Yeah.
And it gets messy. And there's some gray here. And
Right.
how do I handle this with my faith? And
Right.
what is this faith? And is this real, or did my parents just indoctrinate me with
Right,
something?
right.
And so yeah,
And that's like a lot of what our lyrically is about struggling with doubt and stuff like that, which some people don't like, but I love. So
Yeah.
it's like one of my favorite things to do.
Well, I wonder.
I just sitting here struggling with doubt.
Well, it's one thing Steve-O and I we definitely talk about a lot as well. You know, I don't know why we cover that up. You know, everybody has doubt.
Yeah,
like everybody does. Everybody should question. You know why? You
Right.
know, we talked about this yesterday. About there was a point in our lives. You know, me growing up with a relationship with Christ my whole life. There was a time in my 20s where I was like, wait a second. Do I believe just because my parents told me this?
Yeah.
So I had to go out on this, like, I had to seek God myself. I had to cry out to God every day, like, hey, show me those things that I don't know. I don't understand, you know? And I feel like that's where we need to be in our lives. Everybody has to go on that journey alone. You
Right.
know?
Well, and the journey never stops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to use. I was about to say, and it's evolving, and then I'm like, well, here we go. I just said evolving. I use that studio at Star88.fm. But truly, we were talking about this last night with our faith and with our journey and with life, and the idea that some people have this cookie cutter idea that like this is it. And how did your faith grow? And it's like, well, I went to youth group, and then I was at church every Sunday, and then I was this and that. And you know what? For those that like this is their journey, and that's the path that they're on. Like right on, they're still walking a journey.
They're lucky in my opinion.
Well, there is this ancient archetype that's in. I mean, it's in initiation, you know, cultures where, you know, as a kid to become a man or an adult, you have to go out alone. You have to face the unknown, and that's I mean,
yeah, man,
that's in the Old Testament. That's in the New Testament. It's
Right.
like
300.
It's like and 300, right? It's everywhere, right? You can't get away from it.
All the Spartans,
all the holy books. But I'm saying, like Abraham, like he gets called out of his father's tent on this massive journey where he has famine and poverty, and people want to kill him and take his wife, and like that's part of the journey. And Christ goes out into the desert and face all the temptation and starvation and all the struggle. And we have this thing where we kind of think, and I don't know if it's just Western or we've lost our initiation or we've lost the encouragement of people to go out from your structure, from your community, from your order, and kind of face the chaos and go alone.
Yeah.
Because that's the hero's journey, right? And that's built in, it's baked into the Bible.
Yeah.
But we kind of forget about that part. We kind of say, no, stay within the structure, stay within the boundaries, and just agree.
Yeah.
Just agree to these propositional truth claims. I'll say one, you say I agree, now you're in.
Yeah.
And don't ever question, you know, don't ever go outside. And I think metaphorically that's a good thing to embrace. It's like, oh no, you're on a journey now. You asked that question.
Right.
Now go find out, you know, go read everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Get a commentary.
Yeah.
I mean, they argue about every passage in the Bible.
Yeah.
Really smart people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Gosh, man, that's good.
Yeah, to not be afraid of where it leads either, because if it's true and it's real,
right,
then you shouldn't have anything to fear.
Yeah.
You know, you should be able to ask all the hard questions and
maybe sometimes you don't get answers, and that's
maybe you
okay.
don't. Yeah.
Because
and
maybe
that
it's like,
feels
well, you
terrifying,
can't know. Yeah.
Well, it's called faith. I mean, I say that flippantly, but it's so true.
Right.
And I think
it's not called certainty.
Right. Yeah. Right.
It's called Faith.
Preach.
Yeah.
So, okay, so obviously, you know, we're talking all the way back to first song you
Yeah.
guys did together.
Yeah.
Fast forward to it's almost 2019. Wow, it's almost
Unreal.
2019.
Yes, it is.
This crazy. How has the last decade influenced whether it's writing, your music? Because the style is still very much to me similar. It's a style, but it's.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on, y'all? How's it been?
It's been good.
I missed you guys. I was so happy
you.
walking to that Christmas party last night. I was like, Dex isn't here. My wife's not. This sucks. Hey, like actual people I want to talk to.
Yeah. Well, I saw you.
Other people
Do any of those
there.
other people listen to this show?
Yeah.
Like,
They're all in their cubicle like, what the? I was at his table.
He seemed to be having fun.
Yeah. No, that's a lie. I'm 4.
Yeah, I mean, tons of stuff has happened. Obviously, like we started out kind of like when there was like this folk music renaissance, you know, like, and bands.
You ever
were-
heard of Mumford and Sons?
I just heard of them.
They're
The
pretty good.
Lumineers.
Check
Good
it out.
folk. Yeah.
literally, Lumineers put their record out like right after we put our first EP out.
Yeah. Yeah. So they copied us, but anyway,
Yeah. We
yeah.
started that.
Yeah. Yeah, they stole all our fans.
They played stadiums before we did. Screw those guys.
Yeah. So Lumineers, great. So, but it's kind of a cliche now. Like, you know, like folk music is like whatever. I mean, it's always going to be around, but it's
Yep.
not this like arena folk
Yeah.
resurgence or anything. So we've kind of grown a little bit in kind of doing more. Like our newest EP, which we recorded in Canada, we spent a year on the East Coast in Canada, in Nova Scotia, which was beautiful and life-changing and life-giving in a lot of ways. And we recorded an album out there. It's called Grand Prairie EP, named after the town that we were in. And I would say it's there's still those kind of upbeat folk songs, which is something I can do with us because it's like just happier.
Yeah.
Like Classic Crime doesn't do well with like happy topics. We love like depressing, sad,
Yeah.
Epic metaphor, big meta narrative stuff. And then with us, it's like more relationship and what we're going through and kind of day to day. And that's kind of folk music too. It's storytelling.
Is it cathartic for your relationship, like to be able to just like, man, I'm just gonna spill all this and it's gonna be cool, and I'm not really passive aggressive because we're kind of talking about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, we don't. We don't ever hold back on opinions or anything. It's cathartic in the way that we fight about a lot, and so we figure things out.
Yeah.
Well, when we rolled into Nova Scotia, Canada, for the year, we had a really, really busy year. We had just had our third baby. Classic Crime record had come out. It was just super busy and stressful, and it was really hard on our relationship.
And we moved, and we were in the RV for 8 weeks with the kids.
Yeah, for 8 weeks.
Touring the country. We did like 60 shows or something.
Yeah. So we landed in Nova Scotia like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
That's kind of
No
how
kidding.
it felt when we got there. And so
See, Dex, and they got through it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna make it someday.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you. I'm out.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna get
you.
throat punched in a second.
how many times do you
Throat
walk out
punch, that's
that
my
door?
favorite.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm out.
I'm so close
It's
to
one is-
actually doing it. One day.
It's one.
Don't come back.
Never coming back.
So I told Matt, I was like, we need to write our "We Almost Got Divorced" song,
Yeah.
and which is on the new record. It's
What's the
called
name?
Stay.
Stay. All right. Let me see if I can find that here.
Let me just.
It's not as happy folk as what we're
Yeah.
kind of saying. Like there's
We always have a couple of
yeah.
heart wrenching songs.
Yeah, in 2015, we started writing like more serious, I think, sadder stuff, maybe.
Let's listen to a little bit of this. Can we?
Oh,
Can we listen to
great.
a little bit?
Here we go.
Just a little bit, guys.
Dare to draw their blinds.
Dude, I like the video so far. This is good.
You shut one moment's time into conscious light. I can see what's mine. I forfeit the fight.
Man, that's good. I like that.
Gosh, dude. Pretty brutal.
Dude, I really, really like it. I got the chills right now.
Wait till the end. We
Really?
don't have to, but
You guys
later.
get divorced at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. But then we get married again.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Last
good.
scene is a wedding.
Hold on, I'm gonna fast forward this. Let's see here. Where are we at now? Oh, you died? You died? Was that,
But we
was that a
came
funeral?
back.
Have you not seen Westworld? That's amazing Westworld.
It's the labyrinth.
Gosh, I can't wait to watch this whole thing. It's gonna be great. It's like a whole story there.
That's great.
Like we joke, but at the same time, it's like this is your guys. This could like we're gonna call it song. I love that you called it the divorce song, almost divorce song, because it's like when I was a kid growing up. Nobody talked like that.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Especially
That's
as
a
a Christian.
problem.
It's like
Yeah.
you're not allowed to say the D word. And I'm like, I understand that because you bring it up and the next thing you know, that's like the topic. But
It's like, don't talk about what happens half the time.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
And you're going like, okay, but like I don't
Well, maybe we
like
should
you
talk
right
about
now.
it so it
Yeah.
happens less often.
Totally. Yeah, that worked really well for our parents. Right? Not talking about it.
Yeah.
Not even an option.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Matt and I got, so this kind of started early on in our relationship. And we got in a really, really big fight on one of the said tours that I was on with the Classic Crime. And we kind of realized like it's important to talk about this and to like talk to our friends about it. We were kind of the first in our group of friends who got married.
We got married young.
We got married pretty young.
I
And
feel
I was
that.
like, we need to talk about this and have other people not feel so alone in it.
Yeah.
Because if people don't feel alone, then we realize, look, this is all hard for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a lot of work, and there's a lot that goes into it. And I think kind of our parents were like, we don't talk about that,
Yeah.
you know. And then
Yeah.
nobody knew that the struggle was real, you know, for everybody, right?
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah. And so anyway, that's kind of always been a priority for us, is just to be really, really honest about like, no, it's not easy.
Be real, like, I don't like you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that hits.
We're really with each
that
other,
hits-
and yeah.
That hits the other, like, oh, wait, that's not good.
Right. Yeah.
As opposed to, like, I don't know, maybe the previous generation going, well, you're stuck with me, so your problem.
There's no back door.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
And I love that you guys are saying that because it's still to this day it's within the culture, especially within the Christian culture of like, well, God hates divorce, and it's like he does, but he hates a lot of sin that still happens with people who love and proclaim Jesus and like
Totally.
who are called according to a really rad purpose, and yet we still have this free will and we can make some really stupid choices and we can say some really horrible things and we can end up in places we didn't intend to be, and now what? You know,
Yeah,
because
right.
nobody's talking about it.
Right.
And how do I dig myself out of this hole? Because right now, apparently God's not in this hole because he doesn't go to these places.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
I mean, there's a lot of redemption stories on the other side of,
Yeah.
you know, toxic relationships. And,
Yeah.
you know, talking to people last night who, you know, they were both married before and they found each other and they
Yeah.
have something beautiful. And
Man.
so, I mean, yeah, it's very complicated.
Mhm.
To have just a black and white view of it is kind of not helpful, I don't think. And it doesn't help people stay together.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vocal Few is hanging out with us, Matt and Christy. And man, you want to play some more? What other song do you want me to play?
It's like, I just want to hear some
what
of
do we
this
got?
music.
What do you
Dude,
want?
and while you're saying this, tonight, 6:30 p.m., Calvary Church. It is in lieu of the Wednesday night service. Like, this is a full concert tonight you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Free
Yes, it
show.
is.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited for this. So, hang in tonight, 6:30 p.m. I don't even want to talk. You keep playing music.
Yeah,
and
let's
I'm like,
just
I
hear this,
wanna-
Steve-O. Just let me play a little bit of this. This is To the Ocean, Vocal Few.
I am gonna see if I can get to Tennessee and write a song about the sea that you're my landlocked.
What was going through your mind right there? what was going on? Just talk us through it.
It was hot and dusty, yo.
Hot and dusty.
Driving for days
Look at
down
you
the road.
just putting your head out the window, Christy.
Having the best time.
I apologize for my friend. I really
Oh
do.
man, I'm trying to open it up, trying to get people to.
We
you
actually
know.
sweated so much in this take that we didn't do a second one.
Really?
Yeah.
We one take all
It was real
everything,
bad.
you know, just one take.
One take. That's all it takes.
That's all we can do.
How do you guys feel about saunas?
Oh, no.
You're gonna go in your
Oh,
sauna
no.
show?
Oh, did he tell you about it?
Steve
Did
told
he
me about
tell
it.
you
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah.
Depends
It
on
sounds
how
great.
awesome my robe is that I
Yeah.
get to
Oh,
wear.
it's a sweet robe.
It is a
Right.
sweet robe. And we wash
Yep.
them before each new guest.
Oh, so kind of you.
That's what you tell them. Anyways.
It's just layers and
Waste
layers
of
of
water.
DNA on that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Corner Dwellers from Vocal Few.
Oh yeah.
As our dreams die, we got so much more in common with the corner dwellers.
been a while since I heard this one.
Me too. Look how sad I look. It's devastating.
So sad. No bangs. No bangs.
Just
Sound
bringing
like
up
your
some
hair.
memories, guys. You want to talk about anything? Is there anything going on in your?
What is this?
This is not the
reminder?
Almost Divorced
No.
song.
Oh, okay.
That's a good question though, because honestly, I mean, you guys are very raw. You're very vulnerable about like what's going on in your life and your relationship. Are there times where it's like, I don't want to listen to that song because it reminds you of something that was painful, or is it like, you know what? I'm glad we're not there, and I can.
Yeah.
I can. Like,
Yeah,
No, it feels happy to me actually. Yeah, cathartic in a way.
Yeah, to look back and have these kind of like, I don't know, timestamps. That's what songs are.
Right.
They're kind of
Yeah.
like they're journal entries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you go back and read, you know, the problems that you had when you were 18 in your journal,
Oh yeah.
it's kind of sweet. It's like, oh, look, I used to think that stuff mattered.
Yeah, I went.
And
I
I'm
did that
through
recently,
that.
and I seriously hated myself. I was going, I was seriously that guy. Oh my gosh!
To be
But it was
fair,
awesome
I
to
mean,
kind of.
he came from the Edge, which
Yeah.
is like the rock station here. So it's like,
Yeah.
he's looking back at his Crossfade and his Static X memories.
Yeah.
Trapped,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Wayne Static,
Yeah.
and so I get it, dude. You were that guy.
Yeah.
I thought I was like the coolest Christian guy on a rock station, and just reading some of my journal stuff, I was like, oh man, did I? I
Yeah.
hope I didn't stumble
but
somebody.
but
you know?
it makes you feel better because you're not that anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've seen like how much I've grown.
I
It's
don't
crazy.
wear Jinkos anymore. So great.
So great.
So I still listen to Limp Bizkit, but I don't wear the
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah, I was more of a Dickies chain wallet
Oh,
guy.
nice,
Yeah, that was
nice.
me,
Yeah.
Bleached hair, frosted
Okay.
tips. yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Matt had some frosted
Were you
tips
into
at some
ska?
point.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool.
Yep. Danny
Yeah.
One in the Earthlings. Have you heard of him?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
You dabbled though.
I
You
dabbled.
dabbled.
Yeah.
So the dabblers would say Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Real big
Right.
fish.
Yeah, the dabblers.
They're going to be here in March, bro.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Are we going?
Yes.
Well, I was gonna say like Supertones or
Supertones. That's another good
That's
one.
Christian.
Is
Uh,
That's just one physical
See, he
comedy
does
move.
it. He does
Exit,
it. That's
exit
it.
the door.
That's what
Well, I
he's
just
got.
felt
Yeah.
bad because
No.
I said that, and I'm like, I didn't mean it like that. Because Ethan Luck's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
human
he's
beings.
one of my favorite human
So,
beings too.
yeah.
Actually, he's my
uh,
favorite human
well,
being.
well, technically,
You can't have him.
I can because my wife is his ex-girlfriend, and so
Oh.
because
No
of
way.
that, I meet my wife, and it's like her ex-boyfriends were a dude from Switchfoot and Ethan Luck, and I'm like, well. I suck. I have literally nothing cool to offer you, but I'm kind of hilarious to a fringe group of people. I make everybody else mad. So
Did she grow up in California?
no, she grew up here, but she was in a band called the Echoing Green that was like always touring. So it was like I met this person at Cornerstone, and then I started. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyways.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
was like,
funny.
that's cool. Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
really great.
I met Ethan when he was in Reliant K.
Yes,
playing
dude.
drums.
Oh, see, I knew him when he was in like you
Yeah.
know, the Supertones.
Yeah, I didn't know
Dear
him back
Mr. Peter.
then.
That's weird. I guess
Yeah.
I'm closer. Than
Well,
you.
but like over the last few years, you've grown to distant.
He's just.
and
I love
I've
that
seen
dude.
him a lot.
That's
Yeah.
weird that you're like really good friends with your wife's ex. That's freaking me out.
But
a little
doesn't
bit.
that just
Yeah,
mean
what a
that he
beta male.
really is? Yeah, I mean, he really
Oh
is.
my
That
gosh.
just means he's got to be that cool.
He is
Yeah.
nice. He is nice.
He's one of my favorite human beings. So
That was a whole segment on Ethan Luck.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan Luck.
Good luck, everybody.
He's got his own stuff now. He's basically the mayor of Nashville.
Yeah, he is.
He's
Wow.
pretty incredible. By the way, real life talk, real quick. Somebody chimed in just now and said, "Hey, thanks for having this conversation. I've had friends and family members totally cut me off because my ex-wife left me for somebody else. Because God hates divorce. So I'm horrible, even though I did everything I could to get her to stay.
Aw.
Not that they've asked for my opinion. They're just all gone now. It's nice to hear that people understand that maybe sometimes it's just horrible.
Gosh,
Oh
man.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that makes me so sad.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, see, okay, we
That
talked
just
about
that's not
this,
very Jesus in my opinion.
and that's it. We talked about this last night.
So unloving.
How hard it can be, especially like we do this 4 hours a day, and some of the stuff we get is not the most loving. And it's like, man, we're on a Christian station, so therefore you would assume that a majority of the audience is probably Christian. And yet some of the things that happen or that some of the feedback we get, I'm like, dang, dude.
Well, it's a culture that they were raised in. It's like you got to call it out. You got to be a hardline judge of anything that seems to fall outside of your your agreements.
Yeah.
And so there's a culture of like nip it in the bud, you know, speak out, stand up for your faith. And that I think turns toxic pretty quick. Because like, while I think it's important to stand up for what's right, I think mostly you should be doing that on behalf of people who are hurting.
Yeah.
You know, not on behalf of the agreements you made in your internal sort of certainty.
Yeah.
You know, like you shouldn't be standing up for your tribe. You
Yeah.
should be standing up for the hurting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think they teach that, right? They teach it. Like Christy's comes from a family where it was like, you know, if you're in a movie theater and like there's a swear word happens or something, like you're supposed to stand up and walk out and take a stand, you know, and make a scene. And I'm like, are you really reaching people? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, but like it seems a little ridiculous.
So what was that song that you wrote about your family?
Yeah.
Can we have that song?
It was when they were younger, but like they come through this education of like it's okay to do that, and then they do it to you, and it's like what doesn't feel good,
Right.
And when people do it to me, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not helpful,
Dude. John 13, 34, and 35. If there's anything that I try and cling to within, whether it's doubt or good, like it's always been the constant is, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another, and by this, all men will know you're my disciples by your love for one another.
Right.
And we forget that.
Yeah.
We forget that because he was talking to his disciples, and it's like by your love for one another. He was
Right.
talking to his people. He wasn't even necessarily talking to like Christians loving people outside of the church. It was literally like, can we just get along even within this tribe,
Totally.
like within this group?
Well,
Because
it turns very cultish and, you know, club-like, you know?
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, you do something wrong, you get a divorce, and you're out.
Right,
You
right.
know? We don't want anything to do with you. And that's
Right.
like a cult.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So-
That's not what it's supposed to be like.
And you know, it's hard because as we talk about this, I think of like my mom in that generation, and they're doing what they like. This is their road. This is their faith, and
Yeah.
so it's like, but trying to have that conversation and still. We're still called to love everybody. So as I say, like, to love everyone, I have to love that jerk that makes me hate my faith sometimes because they're
Right.
so fundamentalist or
Yeah.
legalist or whatever it is.
Sure.
I don't want to be the same as them back to
Right,
them.
right.
So it's like, but that's where it's hard.
And that's what
for
I'm.
me
Yeah,
sometimes.
I'm trying to understand where they're coming from because honestly, like we were all probably there
Yeah,
at some
yeah, yeah.
point. You know,
Right.
maybe we were 14, 15 years old, and we were
Overzealous.
yeah.
I'm burning all my secular music.
right.
And,
And we thought we were right and everyone else was wrong. So
dude, I've been on this earth 15 years. I know everything.
exactly, yeah.
I look back and I'm like, I hate that kid. I hate him.
Maybe that kid was necessary, you know. And the internet kind of disguises like you don't know how old someone is or what their walk of life is, and so I try to extend grace. Like I try to say, well, that's probably just a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to come at him like he's my peer.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I gotta go. You know what? You'll get older.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great way to
Things
look
will
at it.
change.
Come
Yeah.
back when you've got some life under your belt.
Exactly.
So
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, and when some of those hard things happen to you, that's just a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, it changes everything.
It
Yeah,
does.
totally.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, guys.
The vocal few, guys. The vocal few. Go pick up their latest YouTube song. We're not Tom, sorry.
We'll have some vinyl at the concert tonight.
Oh, good.
And some rad Christmas sweatshirts.
Oh,
and-
you bring that?
Yeah.
I saw the Instagram yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, dope. All right.
I think
I'm
we've
digging
got
that.
some delivered today.
Okay.
3 in each size. So yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, tonight, 6:30 p.m., if you're just joining us, Vocal Few, it's happening at Calvary Church in the main sanctuary. Like this, I love that this is it, because normally, you know, like, let's just call it what it is. Churches bring in, like, the super rad musical guests, and it's like, and they played 3 songs, and then here's the message. But tonight's literally like a Vocal Few concert.
Yeah.
Like, and you guys get to just rock it out and Christmas vibe it. And
Yep. We're doing an hour. We're doing some of our own Christmas songs because we don't like Christmas music. I know that's heresy.
No, I get it. We talked about this week, actually. So, yeah.
So we're covering a couple Christmas classics, but we're doing mostly our own because we wrote our own Christmas songs in lieu of disliking some of the classics.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
So
I know.
yeah, but we're doing also songs from all of our records.
Matt's more humbug than I am.
Yeah, she likes Amy Grant. That one, you know.
Amy Grant's
Nothing wrong
Christmas
with that.
record is my favorite of all time.
I don't
That
mind the
is
Mariah Carey
amazing.
one.
We literally were talking about this yesterday. How long did it take? 15 minutes to write that song,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 15
minutes to write the Mariah Carey Christmas
No
song.
way.
Yeah, no joke.
That's from God.
Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola, actually. 15 minutes.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
talking about all the like modern Christmas jams,
Yeah.
if you will. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
All the best songs happen fast.
So you're a bah humbug, and Christy is not.
Not
so-
really. I just,
Well,
I
yeah,
like I
I'm
said,
a strict December Christmas person.
if you came up in
Praise
church,
be. God bless, I love you.
if you came up in church and you played acoustic guitar and sang,
Yeah,
you were
dude.
forced to play Christmas carols at church, and there's like
you were.
15 chords a line,
Yeah.
and they're so annoying to play on
Dude,
guitar, and so it's just frustrating and like terrible to practice and just not fun.
Church
So,
made Matt hate
yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it drove me out.
Gosh,
from,
it's terrible.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
You
Well-
know, the celebration of the birth of our Lord and
Yeah,
Savior,
yeah.
which probably happened in April.
Why so many
anyways.
chords, though? Let's keep it simple, folks. Christ is born. He's not building rockets.
Guys, the vocal few. The vocal few. This is them right here.
Oh, man.
Seriously, tonight, Calvary Albuquerque,
Yeah.
6:30. Putting on a show for us.
You can go to calvaryabq.org if you'd like to check out more information, or just star88.fm to check it out as well. Okay, parents, Christmas, I'm a Decemberist as well. My wife, like,
Oh, that's good. We have a name for it now. That's good.
Dude, Decemberist, yeah.
Decemberist.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
said it. I just took
A
it from you.
Decemberist.
I
A
swear you
strict
said it.
Decemberist.
Is that what I already? Is
It's
that
a
exactly what I
strict-
said?
That's what you said.
It's like a strict fundamentalist
And I was like,
Decemberist.
Came out of my soul. I'm
Dude.
just saying that from now on.
This
Legalist,
guy,
Decemberist.
October 12th, like he's just playing Christmas music.
No.
It's Christmas time.
No.
And I'm like, I can't, bro.
Yeah.
I can't.
I have friends
we have
that
to
like
celebrate
we can't
the
be
Day of the
friends.
Dead
and-
first.
Yeah.
Things have to die before things get born. Don't you know the order of things?
Amazing.
Dude, but I also love Thanksgiving, like as
Me
a
too.
dad, and so I'm like, I want Thanksgiving to be Thanksgiving.
Totally,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But
I tried to get some Thanksgiving decor because we just moved into our house and like everything was in boxes. Christmas stuff was like up immediately. There was
Yeah.
nowhere to find any of it. I was so disappointed,
Well,
and frustrated.
we have good news. I don't know if you guys know this because you're in the process of like, I know you're going to go out and write some new classic crime tracks and all
Yes,
this.
sir.
And so being a huge fan of Thanksgiving, Dex and I, we also are songwriters. And if there's one thing that's been missing from Thanksgiving, it's Thanksgiving songs. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we can sell them to you cheap, and you guys could play them at
You've got
Thanksgiving
some?
shows. We've got Dex. Would you like
mean,
to play some of our?
Can't believe you put me on the spot.
Well,
Wow,
I
I
mean,
mean,
we don't like to.
don't
brag,
apologize
but
in
like,
advance. I'm sure it's great.
No, so
mean-
we wrote our own Thanksgiving.
Police
jams.
pass the yams.
Yes, there we go. Yes.
Police pass the yams.
I mean, that's a good one.
This
I
is
like
number
the
one on the
production.
charts. Number
Pass
one
the
on the
yams.
charts.
I'm
So-
hungry, please.
Yeah,
Pass the yams.
that's Dex's. I mean, that's Dex's jam. So
Yeah.
it's a start.
That's very
Yeah.
unique.
It's very,
and it's
so-
very just feels like Thanksgiving.
Not a lot
Thanks,
of
man.
chords.
Feels
Not a
like
lot
you're
of
there.
chords.
Not a
Not a lot of
chords.
chords.
Very
Very
basic.
simple.
simple.
And it's like the
So,
message is there. It's like
yeah.
the message
Yeah.
is very clear. You get it. You feel like you're at the table.
You want some yams? Know what I'm saying? So
Guys, the vocal few. Here they are.
All
I
right.
love it. They're just
Snap, snap, snap.
You kind of like look like the dude from Queens of the Stone Age a little bit.
Oh,
Oh, he
thanks.
gets that. You
Really?
do, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, he's more attractive than me, so
I
I
don't think
appreciate
so.
that.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think he is.
He's kind of a babe.
Well, so are you. So are you.
dude, favorite hour. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, we kicked out everything. We just kept you in here for a
We
full
just kept
hour.
you in here for
Hey,
We're gonna get
great.
called into the boss.
We really are later. Breaks nothing.
We
Yeah,
don't even
sorry.
care.
Breaks nothing.
I've been doing a weekly podcast. Oh, I'm stopping doing the weekly podcast. I'm doing it every other, I don't know, maybe once a month now. but
bi-monthly podcast.
something like that.
Is it
But I did
taking
it for
up too much time, or
I
what?
did it for 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we did it every week. I
Yeah.
can't imagine you guys do it every day, right?
4 hours a day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are like the Joe Rogans of Christian music.
Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, that's very flattering, but I mean,
less
gosh.
famous
But-
people, less weed.
Right,
so-
exactly. Yeah. Slightly less. Slightly less. Only slightly.
Dude, we have a sauna show too. If you didn't know,
Yeah,
I mean, don't
I mean-
sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Are you guys
So-
coming in the sauna later? Is that a thing?
I'm down.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna make
Jordy,
it.
We'll come
let's make
back
it
through.
happen.
So
Yeah,
but-
seriously, you guys have to do that with us next time. That'd be fun.
dude. Okay,
I want to sauna it up.
It's,
Let's do it.
It is fun. It
do
gets
it.
hot. Bro.
Yeah, he can't.
I
He
do-
can't take it.
I can't.
It's not even that hot.
It is that
And he
hot.
freaks out.
140 degrees for 30 minutes with the door like
Sounds hot.
I heard that
Yeah.
does something good for your like body chemistry. It makes you feel good
Talk
inside.
about it, man. The heat shock proteins.
Yeah,
that you always
exactly.
talk about.
proteins,
Heat
bro.
shock
The protein-
proteins?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
activates
bro.
heat shock
Science.
proteins. It's
Yeah.
actually really good for
It's
your
a science.
skin.
You know where we learned this? Joe
Anti-aging.
Rogan.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't want to
such
say
a
that.
he's such a good guru, isn't he?
Yeah, he really
And
knows
good
everything.
And how many supplements are you on that he shills?
I'm not sponsored by On It at all. You know, I mean,
That guy, dude.
Okay.
He's hilarious. Anyways. Okay, so this is where I was going, and then we got lost in being a Decemberist.
Sorry.
Oh,
So, no, not at all. Because you guys have kids, and it is that time of year. And I know, like, growing up in the church, there were certain traditions or rituals or things you had to do that kind of, but are you guys that, like, Christmas home, like, with traditions and things you have to do, or is it just kind of like, do you guys even get each other Christmas gifts?
So Matt and I don't really get each other Christmas gifts.
We're not gifty people.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, we like experiences. So like
Yeah.
we'll much prefer like going out for a nice meal
Yep.
or taking the ferry to the island and staying at a nice B&B or whatever. Like something experiential.
So you do things.
We do
We do
things.
stuff, yeah.
But we don't like stuff, and we don't like I don't know. We're not to criticize people who are into sharing gifts because we have friends who are really good at it and make us feel guilty that we're not.
But do you do gifts for the children?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's still-
because
I
we're
mean,
not complete monsters, and we want to fit into this society. You know.
we've even thought,
Can you
like,
imagine if you were just like, no gifts this year, kids, just our company. Beautiful.
I mean, I'd be lying if I
experience
said I
is
hadn't
us.
thought about it.
Yeah.
We've definitely thought about it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
would take your kids from you, I think, if you did that.
Dude, I'm the finance guy. I do all the money stuff. So I'm usually the one pitching that to my wife. I'm like, Chrissy, we can't this year. We
Yeah.
just, we limit it. A few years ago, actually, we found this thing and we're like, this is a really good way to save money. So we do like 4 gifts for each kid. It's like something you want, something you need, something you'll wear, and something you'll read. And that's it.
Oh,
It's like
dude, I like that.
Like a book, a jacket, or
Sure.
whatever. Something, maybe you need like a batting helmet or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then it's like,
Oh, nice.
There's our
The
sweaters.
sweatshirts are here, man.
Wait, let me see. I want to like model this on.
those are great.
No, but we're also on YouTube and Twitch, bro.
Yeah, you can actually. There it
It's
is.
2018.
That's cool.
It's an 8-bit. It's an 8-bit design. It's very nostalgic.
Yes.
Brings you back to Nintendo days.
Yeah.
But which you want nostalgia at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dude.
that's great.
Nintendo is alive and well. Like my kids and I play more NES games than any other video game system now.
Really?
Oh, that makes me so
Is that on
happy.
Switch?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say they just started a new like online service, and every month they just add games. So it was like, you guys want to play some Super Mario 3? You want to play some
No
ice hockey?
way.
You want to play
Oh,
some pro wrestling?
fun.
All these original Nintendo games, and it's like, now I don't care that they play for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Before I was like, get off the darn
Right.
video game.
Right.
And I'm like, who's next, bro? Who's
Yeah,
next?
exactly.
Who wants some of the Street
because
Fighter
it's
action?
familiar. It's like you grew up with that and you
Yep.
turned
Yeah.
out okay.
And I turned out decent.
So yeah, it
I didn't
wasn't
kill
like
anybody yet.
it wasn't Fortnite or whatever. or,
Right.
You know,
Yep.
whatever other kids are
No, just
obsessed
Fortnite.
with.
That's it.
That's
Just
it? That's
Fortnite.
all they
Oh,
do?
Dude, Fortnite.
Oh my gosh.
That's the obsession these days
Yeah.
with like all kids.
I'm
so.
seeing a lot of like weird videos online where some guy got busted for like he got arrested because he went and actually had a physical altercation with his wife who was trying to get him to stop playing
that's- I don't-
Oh
Fortnite.
my gosh.
I don't understand.
And
that.
he was on Twitch and he live streamed the whole thing like an idiot.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, "Shut up."
Dude, this is
Now he's a
incredible.
YouTube star.
Now,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
he's YouTube
Yeah.
famous from prison.
I'm just
So-
like, over a video game?
yeah, dude. I don't.
Is
get
that
it.
where we're living?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get on that Super Mario.
Yeah, with Super
That's what
Mario,
you need.
we broke out this. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. It's called board games. So we've been playing like Yahtzee with the kids and
Ooh,
like going
classic.
like for real life stuff.
That's competitive though.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is fun.
I have a
Yeah.
6-year-old who's seriously like, I'm going for my 6s. You know, and it's like, all right, you already have your 6s, 3 of a kind.
Yes.
Like he's yeah.
Teaching them counting at the
Yeah,
same time.
right.
Guys, let me play a
Dude.
little bit from the Vocal Few so we can plug this show tonight.
Cool.
This is The Road from Vocal Few.
To the sound of the raindrops while you were in the southeast sleeping in truck stops. I didn't know it then, but I was right where I needed to be.
It's too crispy.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You don't like this production? I produced this. It's clean.
It's clean.
I really like this record.
Yeah.
This is the one I have on
This
vinyl.
is the one. Actually, this is the one I mixed. I did everything.
Really?
And it's
Huh?
too perfect.
It's too perfect.
It's too perfect.
You guys are gonna write a song about it.
Too perfect.
coming out.
We messed it up on the
It's
on the
called
last
Too
two
Crispy.
more. Yeah, too crispy.
Oh my god. Just leave. Matt and Christy, Vocal Few, guys. They're playing tonight, Calvary, Albuquerque at 6:30.
That's right.
The
Free
show for you.
dude. Absolutely free.
Hey, if you want one of those Christmas sweaters too, we do have them online, and you'll get it in time for Christmas if you order today or tomorrow.
Cool.
That's cool.
Go through our Instagram account. I think there's a link in there.
Isn't
So if
that
you
crazy?
Twitch people saw it online, if you want one of those,
Yeah.
that was designed by Andrew Schwab of Project 86.
No way.
Is he still in Denver? Where is that dude now?
I don't know where he is.
You don't even
He's
know.
in
It's just-
California. isn't
He's
he?
online.
He's back in California?
I think so.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, so I know you're trying to say goodbye, but I just I'm throwing plugs in at the end.
We're good.
My bad.
We're good, man. We're good.
Like I
You can't
said-
get rid of us. We're sleeping over in
Yeah,
the studio.
exactly.
Skip
Love
the
it,
show.
dude. I love it.
What's
All right.
this song about? Mexico?
It's about our budget honeymoon down the coast. We only made it halfway through Oregon and turned around.
Wow.
But we dreamed about Mexico, so we wrote our dreams into a song.
That's cool.
Is that you? That doesn't even look like you.
That's me. Right
That's
after I
Matt.
cut my long rock and roll hair. Yeah, that's our first
That
photo.
was his first dad haircut.
Wow. I
That's
like
not a dad haircut. Come on, bro. We gotta grow up sometime. We can't all keep the Nashville going forever.
Yeah. Scene kid.
Yep. Totally. Yep. Although the manager at Hot Topic still rocks it like a champ, and he's 43. He'll
Of
never
course.
get rid of it.
Yes.
He'll never get rid of
Never
it.
Well,
ever.
he's trying to
So-
make district manager. That's
He's
why.
contrary to culture, bro. Yeah.
Dude, you
Gotta
guys
climb
are
that
great.
ladder.
Dude.
Vocal Few, guys, tonight, Calvary, Albuquerque. Check them out, free show. And, man, I guess YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music and anywhere you guys can go and find them, they're there, right?
If you
They're there.
had not been so anti-establishment, you could have heard this song last night at our Christmas party.
Yeah, I didn't check my
Just
email.
called you
I didn't
out.
know.
Boo.
I didn't
Totally
know
called
this.
you out. He didn't go.
Didn't know that.
It's
the
cool,
party
bro.
was last night.
Just got bailed on by my real wife and my work wife. So that's cool, man.
Well,
Yeah.
It's cool.
this is uncomfortable.
I just feel like David right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where all my wives are like back at the castle.
Yes.
And I'm out here on the run.
Amazing.
Please write that song now. Please write that song.
All right.
Get in your van. You write that song.
Well, Merry
Oh my
Christmas,
gosh.
guys.
I love
That's
you
all.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
so
Thanks
much.
for sharing with us.
Thanks for having us.
Vocal Few, check them out, guys, and especially tonight, free show, Calvary, Albuquerque. We're done, guys. We're gonna
Yeah, we
go.
did it.
We're out of
Show's
here.
over.
All right. Goodbye. That's
Time
all
for
I gotta
brunch.
say. That's right. Bye bye.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees,